That transition, I need to fix that. Anyway, what the? Oh, there you go. Big U. Are you done hyperventilating?
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's okay. You can keep hyperventilating. Even the dog just finished playing. Sorry.
What the fuck? I've been reduced to dog.
What's good, dog? Oh, I'm
Bitch.
sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway, hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back. Today we're back with another Ace Attorney stream, and considering you're seeing me on the home screen, I think you know what this means. We're playing a new game. This time, it's Ace Attorney Investigations. Oh my god! If you hate Ace Attorney, welcome. This is a different type of Ace Attorney. Maybe you'll like this better.
I was gonna say, get out!
Get out!
Yeah.
But I have never played this game before. Mika has played some of it. So for once,
I'd say like 2/5.
2/5? Well, of the first game, yes.
Of the first game.
Of the first game. So I'm going blind. She's going blind-ish. Visually impaired. She's going visually impaired. And we're going to have a great time. Yippee! Pookie?
Sorry, but hi.
It's okay. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great Friday. I'm gonna open the game now. Please wait. Oh, okay. What does it look like? I'm so excited to see how pretty it is. I've never opened the game before.
I'm excited because
Language set to English. Nuh-uh. Health warning. Oh.
you can have a heart attack mid-game because of Edgeworth's beautiful, handsome face. Capcom knows what they're doing.
This game supports an autosave feature. Fine. I won't close the game. Oh my god, chess. Oh, I'm so screwed.
I'm more screwed. I don't
You
know
want
how
to play in
that's-
French?
Yes. On va
Français.
jouer mas Edgeworth Investigation
Isn't he?
en français. En français. It's from France.
Isn't he Hunter something in French?
Oh yeah, Hunter, Benjamin Hunter. That's his
Coring.
name.
I was about to say hello.
And then
Friday
Dick
night,
Gumshoe
hello,
is
Antifa,
detective.
Just
His name
yeah,
is Dick.
detective.
Detective.
Hilarious. All right. Click the button below to view our private. I don't care.
Sorry, I thought that was French. I was like, what? It's quiet on my end.
Is it?
Quiet, yeah.
Is it really that quiet? Oh me.
It's very quiet. It's a whisper. It's a little fart.
Is that a little better?
Let me check on stream.
Check where you have my stream volume at.
No, I'm checking. No. I'm checking your actual stream.
Ew, because this game just sounds quiet.
Sorry, like ever since the audio shit happened on your end, I just want to double check.
Thank you. I appreciate you double checking for me. It makes me
But
feel a
no,
lot better.
my stream volume's at 107, and if I turn it to 200, it's like now.
Okay,
audible.
I'll go into the settings and see if I can turn it up.
Dude, wait, that start track sounded like Persona. Ba-na-ba-na-na-na-na. I don't know how to explain it. You know that one Persona song that was ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da, like the disco-esque sounding instrument.
I'm not sure.
The violin
This is not.
in Persona 4.
I don't know. Hold on. Let's go into the.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and fix this first. Audio. Oh, let me turn you up more. Fine. This game is just quiet, I guess. I'll turn up the audio.
We can start the game. Maybe it's just the title that's quiet. Oh, you can pick. Oh, you can pick.
Yeah.
Let's listen to the arranged one because I've listened to. Oh wait, you're not gonna hear the banging fucking track of the original.
It's gonna be. Do you not know what arranged means?
It's just like better.
Oh my god, he's pixely and now he's clean. For my playthrough, by the way, I'm gonna be sticking with the remastered stuff. So the
gave him a
HDR
few
style
inches.
and the arranged. What?
They gave him a few inches.
They
of
really
height.
did, huh? There's this man is short. I'll have to warm up my Miles Edgeworth voice. Oh. Let me get a sip of water.
Can I have some?
Hmm?
Can I have some?
Hold on. Let me just like. You want some?
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. Get your ass back over there.
Okay.
Did she lose brain cells? Are you talking to Pookie Bear? How dare you? Also, hello, Green's good. Hello, Jetty. Welcome to stream. Sorry.
Good of you to assume I had any to begin with.
That's crazy. You did have. Okay.
Like one.
All right. Oh my god, this is such a pretty little screen. This is so pretty. I like this. This is really cool. I like how there's like there's kind of like a chessboard type of aesthetic going on where you can see like the little checkered pattern down here. That's cool. That's really sick. There's the K Faraday dress up thing you did for Maya and Trucy. Mika's gonna do all the costume stuffs when the characters appear. That's what we're doing. From what she's told me, there's not a lot of female characters at the start of the game. Oops. I thought they learned, but I guess they did not. Anyway, I hope the audio is good. If it's too quiet, let me know. I turned it up a little bit, so it's a little bit more bearable. Let me just do that. I think that should be high enough.
Sorry.
Yeah?
And again, it's because K comes in such like a later
Chapter.
chapter that
Yeah.
like it's not worth showing them off if they're not gonna be on screen.
Oops, no female sawies. Not gonna lie, but have y'all seen the Ace Attorney memes? You have to be more specific, but we have seen plenty.
Like the running, I like the dog race.
I like the
section.
dog racing one too.
It's so cute.
Alright, are you ready to start?
Objection. Yeah, I'm ready.
That's so cute. Oh
Ooh.
my god, which one are we gonna play?
Oh god. The statue in the back looks like it's holding a shishi. The shishito. The shishishito.
Oh, I kind of see it, yeah.
It looks like that statue. So I'm already dreading it.
Alright, you ready?
Yes.
Let's begin. It's time for Miles Edgeworth, Ace
I'll let
Attorney.
you know if you gotta turn it up, by the way.
Okay, investigations. I turned it up a little bit. I turned it up like another 2 decibels. Turnabout visitor.
Bow bow.
Bow, bow, bow. I like the
Bow,
chest
bow.
loading thingy. It's cute. He's a chess
It's so
player.
him. He loves chess.
Hello, Phoenix Wright.
Everything old is new. What does that mean? I got an achievement. Episode 1, Turnabout visitor.
They just want to make you feel special. Oh, can I do these? Because there's
yes.
barely any women.
Yes.
March 14th, 1:16 a.m.
I didn't do
Bunch
that.
of question marks. I know.
You can read this if you want.
I know who this is. You can go ahead.
Oh, that's the job of a prosecutor, after all.
I need to take one of the headphones out so I can hear myself. That may be true, but why? Why go this far? Oh, am I getting the voices mixed up?
Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear enough, but a guilty verdict is all that matters to me.
I'm probably mixing them up. I'm so ready.
None of these are true.
No matter what the cost. I hate it when they do this because I want to know how to voice them.
You gave this mother. Look at him. You gave him the puppet.
Ew. Never mind. I'm making you sound like a dork. I'm a prodigy among prosecutors.
Yeah.
Always have been. Always will be.
He probably smells like cheap cologne.
God, why this sounds so loud? I might need to fix
March
that.
14th, 2:05 a.m. Prosecutor's building, 12th floor hallway. I forgot he's on the 12th floor. 12.
Oh my god, hello, sir.
It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month.
Sorry, I'm listening to this soundtrack already. I'm already jamming.
Does it sound different from when you played it on the DS?
No.
Okay.
I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean.
Oh my god, please pay attention to the soundtrack. I'm sorry. I'm gonna.
I
beg
am.
you.
The door is unlocked. Detective Gumshoe. What's this smell? It's very familiar. Blood.
Look at his suitcase. His face, oh my god.
I turned up the volume.
what
on
the-
the stream, by the way.
Hmm?
I turn up the volume a little bit on stream. by
Okay,
the way.
there you go. Don't make it that I asked you this question.
Like,
What's your favorite Ace Attorney character?
Ah. There's a few.
Yeah, this is a very difficult question for her to answer.
I like all of them very, very much. From like Dahlia to Edgeworth to Franziska. I love her. It's hard to pick. But I think Trucy. Trucy's like up there. Now if you ask me the hottest it's the guy right there on screen. Look at him. Look how spooked he is. Look at his cute little spooky face.
Nani? What the?
Oh man, he did.
What's the meaning of this?
I have to tune myself into his voice again. Freeze. Oh.
This goes hard as fuck.
Identify yourself.
Shut up.
Shut up.
You've got some nerve committing murder in a prosecutor's office. Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear.
What?
No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one.
Look at you, folding like an omelet.
My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor in my local district.
He sounds so like. Oh my god.
Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrusted into a multitude of cases in some very frantic and busy days.
Hot. March 14th, 2:56 a.m. High Prosecutor's Office. Room 1000.
1202.
122. 1, 2,
You can just do 12. You can just do 1202.
1202.
Oh, is it so laggy? Okay, there you go. I'm gonna quickly turn down the sound effects just a little
I turn
bit.
it down by 2, maybe?
Yeah, okay. Because the
Yeah,
sound effects are
and then-
loud. Because it's so wrong. Sal's obviously the hottest. Die.
Hold on, I'm gonna check on the sound again.
Who is
for you.
Plushniks? Is there just like a plushy phoenix? Is that who you're referring to? Or Dr. Hottie? At this point, you're just trying to make me just. You make me swing.
Did you make the volume higher?
What do you mean?
So
did I?
I'm not stupid, like louder on stream?
Yeah, I did. It's at negative 11.
Okay, that's very nice now.
Okay, so
Very audible.
perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I finished photographing the victim's body, sir.
Very well. Please continue your investigation.
Yes, sir. I like seeing everyone walk around. It's so fun. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Are you okay, sir? It's the goat.
He's so animated compared to
looks-
the pixelated version.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy
The
they remastered
pixelated
the
version's
goat.
like 3 frames. It's so funny. Wait, can't we change it mid-game?
Let me see. I cannot. I have to restart.
Okay. No, it's okay. He's like bump, 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 bump. In the like the pixelated version.
This is so cute. I love this.
Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene.
When I heard that a murder had taken place in your office, I ran up here straight away.
This is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with the local precinct. And the one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being.
I love his new sprites. They're so cute.
You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt?
No, I'm perfectly fine. However,
Yeah, look what they did to your office. It's totally trashed.
I'll say, the culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather well. No one gets away with tracking mud in my office.
Look at him smile. Look at his stupid smile.
So cute. He's like a little 3 guy.
Look at Gumshoe's face. This is awesome. I love this.
It's so cartoony and chibi.
It's
so
great.
cute.
It's so adorable. I love this idiot in the background. He's just like.
Whoa! Sounds like you're getting really burned up over this whole thing.
This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it.
Ho ho! That's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating.
Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched in the forefront of my mind.
What's up, Philip? Welcome to stream.
Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office?
Crime scene, my office. Is it really coincidence that the murder took place in my office?
Ew! That's a cute little thing.
I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind.
Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir.
You okay, Pookie?
Yeah, I'm like a little iPad baby just staring
It's
intently
okay.
into the screen.
I just
like,
want to make
oh
sure
my
you're
God.
doing okay.
I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you?
Oh my god, y'all, the K in the background stands for karma. He loves his little sister. That's definitely not what it is, but that's a very cute way to think about it.
For me, my favorite thing when I first saw this office was the fucking Steel Samurai figurine. I thought it was fucking show. It's so cute.
You're right.
No, not really, especially because of this.
The key to your office.
The office key. For security reasons, this office's door has a lock built into it.
What do you mean, sir?
If you think about it carefully, then use logic, it should become very clear to you.
I look at his face. Look at him.
I like seeing them like on the side like this.
Yeah, it's fun that they're actually like talking
And
to
having
each
two
other.
people. Having two
Yeah.
people on screen is really nice.
I think you can really tell this game came out after Apollo Justice.
I can also say that what happened to his eyebrow? Edgeworth, where's the rest of your eyebrow? What did they do?
No more eyebrow.
Logic.
By finding the connection between two pieces of information. And connecting them, new information is born.
He looks
That is
scary,
the
like,
end result of
behind
using logic.
So how do you use it?
First, I recall the information we've gathered with L, and then I connect them together with X. Sorry.
Logic is such a fun thing.
Now to use L and recall the facts. Oh,
Wow, this is different.
Oh, okay. Enlighten me. Why did it look like on DS?
On DS, it was on like on the bottom part of the DS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like on the bottom screen.
Yeah, bottom.
And what it would do, all the fucking facts that you have placed up are actually scattered, and you have to drag them together. Not drag them together,
Ah.
but you have to select them individually. But they're like scattered across. In this
that's
case,
cute.
this is way more like,
Streamlined.
yeah, this feels a lot easier compared to the structures I went through.
Okay, wait, so I'm confused. Wait, what am I supposed to be doing? Hold on. Okay. So,
Oh, right. Okay. Logic is you gotta put two things together to come to new conclusions. It also helps you unlock new dialogue options or new pieces of evidence
okay.
or update certain pieces of evidence. It's basically
Using your brain.
what it's like Phoenix doesn't do that because he does that for us. We just present evidence. In this case, he just uses his big ass brain, and you gotta come together to put the puzzle pieces together, which is why it's shaped that's a puzzle piece.
Okay, I see. Oh, there's a meter. So
Yeah, it has
Does
a
it matter
meter
which
as
order I
well.
put them in?
Not really, no.
Okay.
You just gotta grab the two right pieces. Also, a lot of the things in this game takes the meter, so
Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Oh God. Connect. Sorry.
at least that's similar.
Doing things my way.
For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with
This is
locks.
so different. When you, oh sorry,
No, go ahead.
in the DS, and you put the pieces together, what happens is that they come together as little circles, right? In the middle of the screen, they come together, and then there's an explosion, like on top of Edgeworth. It's really funny.
They're like, this game's too boring. We gotta add some explosions to keep them engaged.
It's cool. This is really interesting.
This is sick. I like this.
Which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here.
Do you want me to let you know the differences that I?
Yeah, sure. I'm fine.
Okay.
Whatever makes you happy.
Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as mere coincidence.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir.
There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after?
The killer's goal. Why did this happen in my office? And what was the killer after?
I nearly call him like Slim Shady, but I'm thinking of Joe Dark. I'm so sorry.
You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir.
Just kiss.
Yes, very well.
Oh, sorry. My brain.
Yes, well, when you follow leads to the conclusion, only the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we?
On his forehead is so cute.
Yes, sir.
Begin investigation.
Hi, prosecutor's office, room 1202.
Yeah, you got it.
The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir.
I know that, and when I want to examine something, I simply use A when I'm next to it.
No, if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just use X, okay? And I'll give you great, precise advice as an ace investigator, sir.
Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose.
Okay, so I don't. You gotta walk with him, but you can turn around, and I'm pretty sure you can. In the DS, you could turn around, and then at the bottom of the screen, it would say like it would prompt you to talk to the person behind you.
I think I can just press X to do it, regardless.
Yeah.
You called, sir?
What do you want to do?
Anything you want.
Is there anything you noticed that you'd like to share, Detective Gumshoe?
Just that I rushed over here as soon as I heard there was a murder in your office, sir. The investigation just got started, so I guess there's not much else to say.
Look at this.
So, were you the one that found the body, Mr. Edgeworth?
Unfortunately, upon my return, I found my office door to be unlocked. And what awaited me inside was this whole messy affair.
Now, that's rough.
Even though I left the security of this room to a certain detective.
Sorry, sir.
Look at his face.
I assume you understand how to conduct investigations, Detective Gumshoe.
Of course, sir. Examine anything and everything with A. By checking various things out, we can gather all sorts of evidence and information. You can see the evidence we collected with R. For information,
What?
I'm sorry, I just thought you said R.
For information and leads, it's L.
That's it. Great job, sir. Detective Reasonable is the way to go.
It's called deductive reasoning, Detective. Clearly something you lack.
He's so cute.
This thing is cute, by the way.
You better examine everything, by the way, or I'm gonna
course.
go fucking. I'm gonna be ill.
All right, I'll start.
Okay. Go exactly where I want you to go. Think
Can
exactly where I want you to. Look
I
at.
talk to them? I can.
How's it coming along?
Please, I need absolute silence. Fingerprint lifting is a delicate art.
Well, I never.
Wait, can I talk to these things?
Yeah.
Is this yet another batch of fresh flowers?
The one that came with the card attached every month like clockwork for you. Yup. Speaking of that, let's see what's on the card this month, sir. All will be resolved. Wendy.
Oh, Miss Irony, how painful are thy thorns.
Wendy, isn't that the name of that old lady with the whiny voice that stalks?
That's enough, Detective. You need not to remind me further.
My sweet baby.
Oh, look at it. You get a little picture.
Well, it's a good thing my steel samurai doll was spared any harm.
Speaking of which, I still haven't actually sat down and watched any of that show. What's it about again?
Well, I don't know much about it myself, but the hero of the Steel Samurai, warrior of New Old Tokyo, is the Steel Samurai. And his goal is to defeat the evil magistrate. It's a show geared towards kids. However, its high production values and riveting plot draws in a number of adults as well. Spin-offs like Pink Princess, warrior of Little Tokyo, and the Nickel Samurai, along with the deluge of merchandise and even a new stage show gives it presence.
You sure know a lot. Are you sure you're not some sort of rabid fanboy?
Oh, of course not. Anyone that keeps up with society knows at least this much. And that conversation lasted longer than expected. Let us return to the investigation.
He's so cute. He's like, oh, thank God they didn't touch my little doll.
Okay, let's show you when you investigate things. Okay.
Oh, it's your trophy. The Knight of Prosecutors, right?
King of prosecutors. It's not a trophy, it's a shield.
He's doing his thing. He's doing the thing.
It's so smooth.
I know. So good.
They only send this to the winning prosecutor, right?
Yes, but I have no real interest in the perceived worth of other people. As for my own worth, that is something only I can determine for myself.
His own edge.
That's so slick, sir. I'm gonna have to try saying that sometime.
Unfortunately for him, his monetary worth is tied directly to his worth to me.
What do you mean, no, I don't allow it? It's probably a localization error. No, what? We literally, in Rises from the Ashes in the first game, we discovered that this is the King of Prosecutor trophy. Come on, Anti-Flow.
Nah, watch out for the teacup fragments there, sir.
No, that killer's going to pay. This tea set.
Yikes, you're really mad over this.
He's little like
Lego.
he's doing his little yeah.
This tea set is very dear to my heart and can only be bought in England. It costs more than your whole month's paycheck.
What? Now I feel like the killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks.
He's so, I love him.
I know.
So dear to me.
Wait, can I investigate this? Okay.
I hope we can solve this case quickly. I'd like to return to relaxing on this sofa.
That thing looks a bit like a billion times softer than my mattress at home. Can I sit on it too? Just for a little while, sir?
Detective Gumshoe, you know I can't allow that. Until this case is solved, neither of us has time to spare, let alone rest.
You're right, sir. I'm gonna work hard and be a real trooper to the end, see?
Even once this case is over, I don't think he can afford to take any time off.
Poor thing.
Bro can even barely like fund himself. Can I investigate the desk?
It's been a while since I've sat at this desk. Oh, how I've missed you.
Oh, sorry, my brain.
It's so tiny that it looks newer than when I first bought it.
Oh yeah, that thing's so posh that it makes mirrors jealous.
Don't tell me you had no other work the entire time I was away, Detective.
My job is to protect your office, sir.
And you did such a good job protecting it that a murder occurred in it.
That's harsh, sir.
I have to admit that the desk has never looked better, so I guess I can't dock his pay.
He's looking for all the opportunities to dock his pay.
This is so cute. I love this. The dynamic is amazing. All right, I'm gonna look to this. Yeah. Oh, what's up?
They don't want me. Yeah.
Oh my god, they put the text box. It's so sick. It's awesome.
Now, they even knocked over your chess set. I had it all set up ready for when you got back. I figured we could play a few games.
I had no idea you were interested in chess.
I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try.
In that case, I suppose I can set some time aside after we solve this case. Though I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity much.
Alright, let's
Poor Gumshoe.
Do you have anything to report?
Sir, yes, sir.
Sorry, my brain.
Sir, yes, sir. Nothing out of the ordinary right now, sir. And yet, there's something out of the ordinary right in front of my eyes. Talk about a contradiction.
Something out of the ordinary, huh? I should look around a bit more.
Alright, is there anything else I missed, or should I start looking at the evidence?
Well, I think you can look through the evidence.
Alright, let's start with the gun.
What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made the escape after disposing of the gun here.
I think I've seen one of these before.
Care to enlighten me as to where?
No, I know. I was issued the exact same model. I think.
Detective.
I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's such a cutie patootie.
Now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much, except in emergencies. So that's why I didn't recognize it.
So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by this precinct's detectives.
Revolver, found at the crime scene. It's the same model as those used by precinct detectives. So slick, where they just like slide into your little puzzle piece menu. Alright, let's look at the. It's different.
Your files are all over the floor, sir.
They probably fell over during the struggle between the victim and his killer.
Signs of struggle. My files are a mess, pointing to a struggle between the victim and the killer.
No, and I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. I mean, this is just rendered all the time and effort I put into pointless.
I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room.
Well, I watered the flowers every day just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special.
He's so determined. That's so cute.
For about half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean this place until it sparkled.
Does he have a life?
Hey, listen, he just likes you, okay?
They finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Oh, we got like a little like. Oh, we got to interact with the books here. That's cool. That's like really sick cohesion.
Gumshoe.
I'll get back to that in a second.
What do we have here?
Hey, I think I've seen one of these before.
It's a police badge, detective.
Oh, hey, I have the exact same thing, actually. What a coinky dink.
Let's take a look inside.
He's so patient.
Mr. Buddy Faith.
That's an interesting name. Look at his feet. He's got the colon 3 mouth.
He's so like he's such a gentle little detective.
Buddy feet.
Buddy feet.
It would appear that our victim was a detective, just like you.
Victim was a detective. According to his badge and ID, Buddy Faith is a precinct detective.
I seem to have gathered a few pieces of
Edgeworth, please. What the big vocabulary, please. I can't do this.
pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other.
Oh, should I do it now?
Big brain.
Okay.
I do enjoy the yeah, this was the theme that I was like, I don't feel much for the logic music.
It's like okay.
At all.
It's good thinking music.
It's good thinking music, but it just felt so like plain. I
get
still
it.
think that.
Signs
I
of a
was listening to the soundtrack yesterday and like a while back, and I told you what I thought about every track in order.
I'm inclined to think these two are correlated now. I guess you can't tell me. But I feel
don't
like
want
these
to
make
tell you.
sense.
Because
Right.
unfortunately for me, I have the worst kind of tism where I end up remembering everything. Like my mom asked me what happened during Rises of the Ashes and where we were, and I explained everything in detail, and she's like, "How do you remember that?" And
Ace
then
Attorney
when I was
fan. Yippee.
and it was so bad because I was playing the tutorial case for Justice for All, and she was like watching me get all the answers right and just speeding through the dialogue, and she's like, "How?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I remember."
I'm inclined to think that this is why the revolver was here. Because he was a detective, and this is used by precinct detectives. I'm gonna lock this in.
Same.
The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to our recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time?
Yes, sir. On it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What have we got here? Mr. Edgeworth, sir. This guy's wearing a gun holster.
So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him.
Ooh, victim's revolver. It can be assumed that this gun is the murder weapon. It was issued to the victim. Jotted down in my organizer.
Oh wait, the text is like the surrounding thing is different. When it's a thought, it matches the thought aesthetic.
Yeah,
oh, that's so cute.
That's really cool.
Are you going to be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir?
Of course, this is the safest way I know to keep track of it all.
All right, if you say so.
I log any and all evidence I find in my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece, I have but to press R to open my organizer. But the organizer isn't only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand in it too. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. That's how we can find out about this revolver.
Trust me, you're gonna want to check that fucking evidence list so often.
Really?
It makes me want to cry because of how many little things that's not obvious
Really?
without
Okay.
reading. Yeah.
As I always
Okay.
say, you've got to look really carefully at each piece of evidence. You can use
R stick.
to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle.
Use L.
And
R.
to zoom in and out to get all the nitty gritty.
You said in the nitty gritty?
Anyways, this game has so many fun, and different mechanics. I really liked it. I felt so surprised and happy.
The gameplay is very varied.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited though.
There's a lot to do.
Looks like only one round was fired from this.
Wow, so the killer killed the Vic with just one shot after wrestling the gun from him. Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility.
Neat. Oh, it doesn't have a check mark on it.
The victim's badge. It probably fell out of his pocket during the struggle.
Well, I always take extra care to make sure mine doesn't fall out of my pocket, sir.
Oh?
I always have it down at the bottom of one of my super deep pockets, without fail.
Is it possible that he has never taken his tattered coat out to the cleaners?
Oh my god. Yeah, I'll look at that after. I'll look at the body.
Mr. Faith's holster. I bet he never thought he'd be killed by his own gun.
Yeah, shot down by the very thing that's supposed to protect the people. I just can't get over that, sir. It's not right. We're gonna get the killer for this.
Sorry, I think it's funny that he's holding onto his little ass. Not me.
Maybe it's because the victim is a fellow detective. But for a second, Gumshoe sounded even more detective-like than usual.
Poor Gumshoe.
I love how Edgeworth carefully checks everything before putting it in his organizer, while Phoenix is so desperate that he puts everything he finds in the court record like it's the lunchbox in 3-3. Yeah, no, Phoenix is a lot more willy-nilly, but it ends up working
It's
out for him.
because I'd rather be safe than sorry, but Edgeworth's smart enough to know what's
Yeah,
right and what's wrong.
he's more like, I rather know than guess.
It's really funny how the mechanics of this game reflect exactly his thought
Yeah.
process, and I don't know, it's really cool.
I think it's really cool too. Alright, what's this?
I don't believe it. I packed those files on the shelf so tight. And not even an earthquake could make them fall off, but just look at them. At this rate, the rest of the files won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all.
A problem, to be sure.
Ah, that's a really cute detail.
The earthquake
Yeah.
thing.
Well, once the investigation is over, we'll put them back on the shelf.
Are we not gonna talk about the letters, guys? Letters? The letters that are... Wait, what? Okay.
Let's give this body a once over. There's blood all over his lower abdominal.
Did I say it right the first time? I probably did.
Need blood. He's on his period. He's menstruating all over the evidence, sir.
There's blood all over his lower abdominal area.
Looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir.
In other words, he was shot.
Yep, and until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that.
Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene.
Crime scene notes. Bullet went clean through the victim's abdomen. The body was found at around 2:05 a.m. Jotted down in my organizer.
I guess this is about all we're going to find out. We should send this body to the...
Jim! Oh, what? Oh. Why? Oh, why? How could this happen to a guy like you?
Are you alright?
Don't touch me! Leave me alone. Just let me be.
Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body.
The body! The body! Don't talk about him like he's just some lump of flesh. Look at him. Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night.
Sure, just in a bloodstained suit, pal.
Where are my manners?
On to that prosecutor.
Why, yes, I am. I'm Jacques. Jacques? Okay.
Say it however you feel like, because I'm like, I don't know why there's an S at the end of his name.
Jacques.
Jacques Portman. Portsman.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. 'Cause I feel bad.
No, I like Jacques.
Jacques is funny as hell. But I want to know the right way.
It's Jacques.
Jacques. Is it Jacques?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I like Jacques.
Jacques is
Probably
funny.
like spiffins up his name for no reason.
I'm
And then
Jacques
Edgeworth was
Portman.
like Jacques.
I'm Jacques Portsman. I don't know. Fine, I'll go with Jacques just because I know he's the villain and we're gonna kill him in like 5 minutes.
Give him like his annoying fucking voice. It's like little. I'm a little podcast kid.
I actually like the voice I gave him because
fucking...
he doesn't look like a punk ass kid. He just looks like an overly like wholesome person who's an asshole. You know?
Really? To me, he gives off completely snob vibes. Who fucking wears a medal as a prosecutor?
I don't know. It's just his face and his demeanor. I don't know. It's just the vibe I get.
He's punchable. Hold on. I gotta ask a.
10% fluffier, Sigma boy, Sigma. What? Antivo, did you like break halfway through typing that message? Oh my god. Game's music is very smooth.
I've played this game before, so you don't gotta wait for me.
Oh, okay. Is that the only reason? Okay, fine. Why, yes, I am. I'm Jacques Portsman, prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime busting.
I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I'm also a prosecutor.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir.
So you're Miles Edgeworth. I guess this is your office.
Yes, that is correct.
Then it was you! You're the one who killed Jim!
Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay?
I will not! I know how things work around here. High prosecutor's office doors all have locks built into them.
He's so ugly.
And only the owner of the office has the key to his or her own office door.
That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner.
Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? The only one who could get in here was me. Ho 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 ho. Wait, that means... I'm not sure what that means.
So it was you then! You're Jim's killer!
No way, pal! You got it all wrong!
But why are you throwing it back now?
Because I don't get any voice lines.
Pookie, you're like, it's fine. You're not bucking up an important corner of the screen.
Hooray!
Everyone calm down. Mr. Portsman, correct. If you are a real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions?
All right, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer, though, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know. Anyway, let's call it a truce and work together, okay? Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal?
You.
What happened?
Sucking up to him won't save you.
Facts.
A pleasure to work with you.
You guys are conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on, then. It's your room, after all.
Thank you. I intend to.
I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there! Sir!
Wait, I know how to jam out.
I want you to capture the scene on film for me. What the heck are you doing? Stop! Why? Oh my god. My final farewell to my partner, Jim.
I should probably give them some space.
Is there other stuff to— oh, we can look at this now.
Ah, your jacket, sir! What's it doing on the floor?
It must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round.
So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well. They dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in. What if they had shot through it? It would have been a disaster.
It's not worth getting worked up over, Detective. Not when there's something more here.
Huh? Like what?
I take it you haven't noticed it yet, Detective. There is a giant contradiction right here in front of us.
Wait, I gotta jam.
Okay.
This is great. I finally found a way for me to jam out whenever there's good music.
My god.
Really?
This game is so fun and refreshing.
Did I say
It really
contradiction? You must be rubbing off on me. I'm starting to sound like him.
We get it.
But I have
You
my
like
own
men.
methods, and I will conduct this investigation my way. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off, that's when my deductive skills come into play.
I got cookies.
First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction.
Can I just investigate anything? Ah. Okay.
This is it. The bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should point my cursor at it and press X with conviction. When I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things.
Oh my god, this venue's so sick! This is so cool. I like, it's like really, I think the word I'm looking for is diegetic. Where it's like something that like makes
Excuse
sense. What?
Yes, this is. You're complaining about Edgeworth's vocabulary, and you're like, ah, yeah, this is really diegetic.
It's like basically, there's like, when something's diegetic, it's like a part of the environment, if that makes sense. Like, what is it called? Like the buttons on screen over here are non-diegetic, because this isn't like, this is not something like that's in the world. Does that make sense?
Diegetic.
I think I'm remembering those words correctly.
Occurring within the context of the story. Oh, you mean it's integrated
Yeah.
into the actual
Yeah.
story's narrative and like.
It's not necessarily integrated, but it's like, it's
It's what's the word I'm thinking of now? Coherent?
Yeah, it's very like coherent with like the actual game's environment and setting. Like this is Edgeworth's book. This isn't some random menu. That's what I find really cool about it. This is so cool. I love this. Anyway. Oh, the Prosecutor's badge. I gotta use this.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, I'm happy you're happy. All right, let's go.
Wait, I gotta show that I'm happy. This is the best thing I've ever done.
Also, yes, this game does take place after Trials and Tribulations and before Apollo Justice. But it was released after Apollo Justice. Eureka!
I love his Eureka. It's one of my favorite things ever.
The bullet hole is the contradiction.
But what do you mean, sir?
It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first felled the victim. And the second felled this frame.
Hey, that's right.
However, this gun was only fired once.
Hey, that's true too.
Which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. The killer have another gun prepared for tonight.
Another handgun. Other than the victim's gun that I found, could there be another gun in play here?
By the way, I noticed something, sir.
Yes.
What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame?
Ah, that. It's a secret safe.
It's a secret safe? Oh, I smell money.
I'll spare us the trouble and just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside. It's my Steel Samurai memorabilia.
I have all the Steel Samurai fan comics. I also have a live recording on a tape in there. And if you didn't know, just in case you were curious, I have a little mock-up that's like foldable and shit of his sword. It's fucking awesome, Detective Gumshoe. It's fucking sick. I would even say it's filled with swagger.
Now, if you could kindly move this frame out of the way.
Roger that. Achoo! Achoo! Talk about dusty.
I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while.
I had no idea there was a safe here. Why I kept it clean for you, sir. So when did you put this thing in?
It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one.
Really? I had no idea.
Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence.
So what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth?
I know we know too. Oh my god.
Right now, nothing. We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session.
That's it? Talk about squashing my hopes and dreams.
Secret safe. Each prosecutor has one in their office. Only they know of them. Trial evidence use. Jotted down in my organizer.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious nook and cranny.
Okay, hear me out. His password is definitely like, you know how every single key of a phone makes a different like noise from like almost like an octave of like noises?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like
his password is the doot 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 doot. That's his password.
I never knew there was a safe hidden back here.
Well, if detectives knew about them, then they wouldn't be secret now, would they?
Are there any other secret hidden things in this room?
And if there were, it would defeat the purpose of them being hidden if I told you. Don't bother looking for them.
So there's no, like, hidden camera around, right?
But what if there was?
No, it's nothing. Forget I said anything.
I think it's so cute. Their whole interaction's so like a child and his protector.
Yeah, it's like sibling, almost.
It's so cute.
Do I even want to ask what he's been doing in my office while I've been away?
Sleeping.
Now this is odd.
You found something, sir.
This keypad, don't you find it to be a bit too clean?
If anything, I thought it was smudged.
Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad itself.
You there, the forensic scientist.
Yes, sir.
Would you please dust this area for fingerprints?
You got it, sir. I couldn't find, let alone lift a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well. Wiped fingerprints. All the fingerprints on this have been wiped clean off.
I think it's really funny that there's like a square of dust around the safe because of the frame.
Yeah, I think that's a really cute detail. Secret safe. Each prosecutor has one in their office. Only they know of them. Prints were wiped. I almost said prites were whipped.
Yeah. Whatever that means.
Updated in my organizer.
As I thought. It appears that logic is the only way around this setback. Time to rationally and calmly connect the dots with the information we have.
Oh?
You called, sir?
I didn't actually mean to call you, but I can look at this.
I seem to have picked up a few good leads.
Oh, so now you're gonna do that thing you do with all the information, right?
What are you babbling about?
The Brady thing you were talking about just a few minutes ago, sir. Logic. You said that you can look at all of your leads and information by pressing
L.
and you pick the info that seems related with
A.
and connect them with
X.
That's your way of investigating, right, sir?
I love his like little smug face.
Yeah.
Yes, which is why this exercise in explaining my own method to me was unnecessary.
Okay, then how about I explain my logic to you next?
But it's even more unnecessary.
You can present evidence to him. That's also
Why?
fun. I don't know, because fun dialogue. Like the prosecutor's badge that you can show off to everyone.
Your prosecutor's badge is really tiny compared to my police badge. No, but it's really cool, sir. Much, much cooler than my badge could ever be.
There's no need to suck up to me, detective.
The victim's gun, huh? It's the same model as mine.
A tool used to protect lives, yet one that can also take lives away. Those who take a gun in hand wield a great responsibility. I hope you understand that.
I don't really use my gun at all, sir. The only time I would use this baby is when I'm fighting a hot duel with a convict to look ultra cool.
I had a stroke.
You were doing so well until that last bit. You had a stroke.
I'm just a lowly detective, so I'm not sure what I should do with that other than to arrest it.
The only talent you have. Oh, wait.
I had no idea you're one of these things. I mean, I thought I knew everything there is to know about you, Mr. Edgeworth. I feel like I've caught a glimpse of the hidden side of Miles Edgeworth.
There's a great deal you don't know about me. At least, I hope so.
No, we can't present these, I don't think. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's so cute. There's like a little bookmark where it shows where you can present things. That's so cute. I didn't mean to hit that button. No, what? Let me play my game. Why is it like, let me check if you own it. It's a cartridge.
No, I thought you accidentally closed the game. I was gonna be like, oh, okay.
Well, guys, we're gonna just restart the stream. Pretend this never happened.
How's it coming along?
Please, I need absolute silence. This picture is too important to mess up.
I'll leave the man to his art.
I guess he's just a photographer in his spare time. It's so fun walking around. Yeah. Sorry. We talk to him. All right. Oh, we can talk to him.
Mr. Portsman, a word if I may.
Jim, I swear I'll find your killer and bring them to justice. You wait and see. It'll be for the both of us. Now then, you want to talk to me about something?
No, that's all right. I feel like I'm interrupting the conversation.
All right, you ready? I like his front sprite. He's just,
I'm Miles Edgeworth. Come to think.
all right. All right, I think I know what it is. Okay. Killer's skull, the white fingerprints.
I believe I figured out what the murder was after.
Well, what is it, sir?
The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe.
Motive, theft? The culprit tried to open my safe. Was the killer's motive theft?
I wonder if knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other pieces of information can tell me about this crime.
Oh. So maybe these two? It's the only two that make sense to me. So Pookie, you doing okay over there? I know you're vibing, but you good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You silly. I'm like so nervous, man. I feel like I'm missing something. Ugh. I can see what you mean by this game. This game feels a lot harder.
What? No, I said this game is really easy.
What it is? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's finicky, not hard. Oh, whatever.
I just thought there's like a lot to do, but it's like very short in terms of like every episode is very short.
Really?
Kinda. They're like not as long as like Ace Attorney original episodes, but they're like shorter.
Okay. Please?
And plus, getting it wrong doesn't punish you that much, and like I don't know, this game is not very punishing.
Okay.
There's a possibility that the files splayed on the floor are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot more sense than what I was thinking.
No, you mean like it could be from when the killer tried to find something, sir?
Precisely. We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna shelve files like you've never seen before, even at a library.
Sure. Let's give that a try.
Why do all the good ones always die young? Surely you must ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth.
No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life.
I started crying at that line.
Damn. Crying in the first 30 minutes.
No, it's because he's talking about his dad.
Yeah, I know.
Oh. Okay.
All we can do is search for the truth.
And? So what are you supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth?
First, we calmly restore the files to their rightful place.
You got it. Here, let me help.
So this file goes here, and that book goes there.
Sure know a lot about where things go, despite it being Mr. Edgeworth's office.
Because I'm the one who keeps it tidy, pal. Okay? Done.
Oh.
It would appear that the murder was definitely committed here.
Ugh, the bloodstains on the bookshelf are still fresh.
My question is where the handprints are backwards.
I suspect that the victim was killed in a standing position, hence the prints on the shelf.
And then the guy fell onto the floor, right? The blood on the floor the floor is kind of grossing me out.
Detective, I don't think I have time to deal with your weak stomach right now.
Dude, I would be weak as hell.
Ugh, ramen because of Gumshoe. Ugh.
But you know I'm no good with blood, sir.
I'm certain there's something wrong with this picture.
There's quite a few things. Why is his ass bleeding? He's menstruating all over Edgeworth's floor.
It says that the blood seeped, but I'm going to go with the hands prints being backwards here and here, but most importantly here. Like, how do you get your hands like this?
Well, okay.
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Oh, is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, this is more like...
So it's just like the puzzle
presenting
pieces, but
evidence.
with the item. Okay, so then... No. Maybe? No.
Oh yeah, you can now ring for help, which is fun.
Where?
No, you can ring for help, like from me.
Yeah, that.
Think logically, Derpy Wolf.
I'd read this. I was like, this isn't a contradiction. I guess that's not what it's asking, right? Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
I mean, it's also to point out contradictions. That's the main point. You're trying to find a contradiction. You're trying to deduce stuff. It's a little bit of both.
Is there a missing file somewhere?
All right, cutie G, you got this.
I'll go with this.
This is clearly where the contradiction lies.
I don't really see what's so wrong with that spot.
You don't understand. You see, therein lies the contradiction.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir. It'd be nice if you just admitted when you're wrong.
That wasn't a mistake.
So
That was me
cute.
keeping you on your toes, detective.
Okay, so it has to be the handprints because they don't make sense.
I'm still thinking about how his ass is bloodied. No.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, this deducing stuff is like one of the hardest parts of the game. I struggled with it a lot, multiple times.
That's fair, and this is what I mean.
Like the game itself isn't hard; it's literally just deducing. Because you gotta think like Edgeworth. If I was Miles Edgeworth, what would I think?
1A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. 2A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Why does it start at 0 here? Oh,
Ugh. I feel so sick from that cookie.
you
It's
got a
too
cookie?
sweet. Yeah.
I don't get it. Pool of blood. Would it be this? Cause like his body's over here. How'd the bullet get here? How'd the body move? Or did they move the body? I'm not sure. I don't get this. I'm so confused. Do you remember?
I do.
You want to give me a hint?
I'm trying. How would I word this? Okay. You had the right thing. The issue is like just read your you had like the first time around you had the right thing. Just read the evidence you have.
Well, it went clean through the victim's abdomen. The body was. What do you mean the first time? What's the first time? I don't remember what the first time was. You mean the hand thing?
Hold on. Sorry, I'm like mentally struggling now. Okay, what was the first thing that you did when you got to this?
Hold on. Let me do this first.
I think that it's so easy to take a life with just the pull of a trigger.
You know, I can't ever see myself really liking guns. No, but I love the ones that use a track and field means to start races. If you take off before it's fired, everyone always ends up following your lead.
Chase you down for a false start, detective.
Now that you mention it, even when I finish first, I always wind up in last place.
Okay.
Horsey!
Alright, what's up? What were you saying?
What was the thing that you pressed originally? The first thing you pressed?
Oh, I did this one. The bullet hole with the gun.
Okay. Now what have you... Okay. What was the thing that you did?
I did bullet hole in the gun.
Okay. But read through your evidence.
The shins of the victim and believed to be the murder weapon, only one shot fired. The bullet went clean through the victim's abdomen. The body was found at around 2:05 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you?
There's clearly a contradiction here with this bullet hole.
What do you mean, sir?
You don't see.
There was definitely a hint you could have given me there.
I don't know what to say for this hint because I want to tell you like what he's about to explain, but he's about to explain it. But I still want to tell you. I don't know what hint I could have given you possibly for this. But I much rather guide you than
You could
try
have said
to
like
find a hint.
how would the bullet have traveled?
No. Like that wouldn't have helped anything. What are you thinking?
Because like you mentioned the, what is it called? The bullet hole.
I didn't mention anything.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Whatever. Anyway,
You don't
What
see.
was I supposed to say?
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You don't see. Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. If the victim was shot in the stomach, the hole should be much higher up.
You okay?
No, because you're trying to get like how was I supposed to hint to you that the books were like unorganized?
By saying that, is that revealing?
No, that's absolutely revealing.
Or
If
like-
I say the
or like
books
think-
were out of order, you would have like
Or
because if
Okay,
he
go
was shot in the abdomen and the bullet hole would have been in a higher part of the bookshelf, but it's not.
yeah, because like what is it called? I wasn't thinking about like the position where the body was when it was shot, which I would have.
Well,
that
that's
would have
not
been.
my fault.
Well, that's what I mean.
What was I supposed to say?
It's okay.
You're so demanding.
Sorry. I appreciate the hint.
Listen,
anyway,
if
'cause
I
you did
could
help.
play this game on my own, you can do it on your own too.
Why are you saying that like I'm smarter than you?
Cause I'm pretty sure you are pretty smart.
No, you know you carry me in these games.
Well, yeah, but you're too afraid of failure. It's okay to fuck up. It's okay. I'm not gonna judge you because I also fuck up a lot in this game.
You call me
Like a
dumb
little bit.
all the time.
I don't call you dumb. I'll call you dumb if it's like stupidly obvious. This isn't stupidly obvious. But you
Anyway.
gotta put a little more effort into thinking.
Sorry, it's because like I don't like how am I supposed to know where the guy could have gotten like kicked down on the floor and then shot?
No, that wouldn't make sense. How would he have been shot straight through the abdomen if he was like crouched on the floor?
I don't know, bro. Was like, hold on.
It just doesn't make sense, Pookie.
Sorry,
gotta consider the
it's hard
handprints
to
on top
put
as
that in my
well.
head. It's hard to think about it like that. Anyway,
It's okay. It's okay. That's what I mean by you gotta think like Edgeworth. Phoenix is too like meticulous and does every little step. Edgeworth's already like 5 steps ahead in his game.
If the victim was shot in the stomach, the hole should be much higher up.
What if the guy was shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir?
That would be illogical. The victim leaned against the shelf here after being shot, which suggested that he was standing when he was shot.
but why are the handprints backwards?
Because he was facing the guy?
I guess it's no.
Yes, he was. At
Oh.
the very start, he was facing the guy.
Oh, I understand. Because I'm thinking like he was like, never mind. I'm gonna let this go.
Wait, that means... Wait, what does that mean, sir?
It means you need to use your brain every once in a while instead of mine, detective.
Thank
In
you,
any
Edgeworth, for
case,
speaking
it
what
means
I
someone
wanted
made
to
a
feel.
faulty assumption, and it was from this mistake that our code contradiction was born. What is this faulty assumption that caused this problem with the bullet hole's position?
The order of the order of the files, right?
I believe the order of the files is a bit off.
You mean I put them back in the wrong order just now? Hey! Actually, I think the labels on the files are wrong, sir.
Oh?
Yeah. You see how the files that were shot begin with the number 0? What are those doing all the way down there after 1, 2, and 3? That's really weird.
Actually, the way they are organized now is the correct order. They are exactly as I see them in my mind's eye.
But the numbers are all out of order.
Those white binders are special, so they are arranged a little differently. But from this, we know that the files were not in this order when the crime occurred. Aha, so that's it. Whether the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you just did, detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order and see what we find out.
Do you think it will be okay to prop the body back up to to how it was before it was moved?
They finished processing the crime scene, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. If you please, Detective Gumshoe.
I'd be so grossed out holding up the body like this.
Yeah.
Ah. As I suspected, the bullet hole is now where it should logically be. The killer went through my files first before shooting Mr. Faith.
And then put the files back in numerical order, I guess.
Exactly, and then proceeded to shoot the victim.
Well, why would someone kill a man and then look through the files one more time?
Puzzling indeed. The files were thrown into disarray twice, once before and once after the crime. But why?
Files in disarray. The culprit rearranged my files twice, once before and once after the murder. Why?
Moider.
Now the crime scene is as it was at the time of the murder. Time to give it another look.
You know what I'm gonna say? Well, let's look at the things you haven't looked at yet.
These handprints belong to the victim, right?
Sorry, my brain. I forgot to change voices.
These handprints belong to the victim, right? They make sense with the body's position.
Yes, he must have left them when he was trying to support himself after he was shot. However, the final position of the body shows that it was moved. I need to go over this crime scene with a fine-tooth comb one more time. As I suspected, the bullet hole is now where it should logically be.
And we figured out that the killer went through your bookshelf twice.
Indeed, there are many things the killer did that don't make sense. But to figure out the whys, we need more information. There must be some reason as to why the victim's body was moved. There's no time to ponder that now. Let us continue with our investigation, Detective.
Roger that, sir. I'm ready to go.
This.
What is that? Why does it say Gumshoe on there in blood?
I say that's some incredibly incriminating evidence.
Yes, indicative of a criminal activity indeed.
No, wait! There's gotta be some mistake! Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Help me! Say something, sir!
It appears that one of my files was stolen.
Is that all, sir? What about me and my situation?
Is this what the killer was really after?
Stolen file. One of the files that were written upon in blood was stolen by the culprit. Jotted down in my organizer. Pookie.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Hello.
Sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry. I'll finally be able to say something after a while.
Investigation complete. Hey, I got my meter back.
Yeah, after investigation, your meter builds up again.
Oh, that's nice. That makes me feel better.
Exactly. Like, don't feel scared of fucking up, specifically in this game. It's okay. Literally, failure is the key to success. And plus, you get funny Edgeworth dialogue too.
He's like, I was right. Shut up.
No, please. You have to like be more
Fail.
trusting in failing because like he has so much fun dialogue. I failed purposefully sometimes just to read what he'd say to certain people.
Oh, you could save state and I can't.
No, I didn't save state. I just failed on purpose and then dealt with it.
Okay. Also, I like the final scene that we get here after finishing the investigation. We have Edgeworth being Edgeworth, the Gumshoe being pissed, and the murderer standing there like he's gonna get away with it. Looks like Jim was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end. And the most important message managed to reach us.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
You can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party.
If you are going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprit, I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up.
Jim's words are more than enough, wouldn't you say?
If that's how you want to play it, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning.
You got it.
Reasoning deathmatch.
I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude. And there must be some sort of flaw to his logic waiting for me to dig out.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you gonna do?
What I always do in court. I'm going to cross-examine him. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique.
Oh, how do you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir?
Might as well. All right. First, I listen to the witness's testimony. If I find a flaw in the testimony, something that contradicts the evidence, I open my organizer with R and present the piece of contradictory evidence. To present something, I simply use X, but that's old news.
But it's not like there's gonna be a flaw in their testimony every time, right?
Correct. At those times, I need to press the witness with L. Sometimes by pressing, I can draw out new information and new or modified testimony.
I think I get it, sir. I'll be sure to try this technique out during investigations too.
Can we get Gumshoe investigations? It'd be so goofy.
That'd be so cute.
It'd be adorable.
Very well. I'll even show you how it's done. Now watch carefully.
It's all you.
Oh, Mr. Portsman's logic.
Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Furthermore, you messed with the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. Thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. And it will be by his final words that you will be brought to justice.
You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer.
I can hear Jim's voice, and he's calling for his killer's arrest.
Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There's no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here. I will find the flaw in this man's logic and expose it with the credible evidence.
Rebuttal.
Look, Mr. Portsman's logic.
I'm gonna make
Dash,
you read
dash.
it every time.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So you gotta go through the statements. All right. Should I just press everything for funsies like we usually do?
if you want to. I really like this theme. It's simple but fun.
I wonder if it picks up. All right.
La, 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 la.
You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask.
What is it?
Why do you call the victim Jim, when clearly his name is Buddy Faith?
Isn't it obvious? Jim is the perfect name for my companion. Oh my god. Jack and Jim. Sorry, Jacques and Jim. Don't those two names go together like peanut butter and jelly?
But Jim isn't even close to the guy's real name.
Well, Jacques and Buddy just sounds off somehow. Besides, he was third of a bunch of guys who decided to nickname Jim.
He talks about the victim like he was his pet.
Really, you messed with the files, make it look like that and stuff.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. You're allowed to vibe.
Do you really think it was necessary to just dishevel my shells twice to do that?
That's true. Okay then, maybe his real intent was theft.
Hey, are you accusing me of stealing something from Mr. Edgeworth?
It's a possibility. Maybe your salary's been cut so much that life is getting a little too tough to handle.
I'll have you know that I eat 3 square meals every day, pal. Okay, so all 3 of them happen to be instant noodles, but
Poor thing. What an evil prosecutor you were paired up with. And what a motive, no?
Why would Detective Gumshoe do such a thing?
Sorry, I just realized how crunchy his hold it is.
Yeah. Because the body was getting in his way. You had to mess up your bookshelf somehow, right? Anyway. Thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was in.
Why do you think that the killer didn't notice the bloody letters?
The body was covering it quite well, wouldn't you say? That's how he missed it. Judging by what I've seen, it doesn't take much for your detective to miss something.
what do you think you are? You know nothing about me, pal.
There's a lot of person can understand about another from first impressions alone.
I can't say I disagree with him on that point.
Why didn't you just say something, sir? Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth.
Despite his lack of attention to detail, I don't believe the detective is to be the culprit. Nobody could have overlooked the bloody letters, and I can prove it with evidence.
I couldn't ask for a better setup. And for the game-finishing spike.
Whoa. I just realized when he speaks, he has a little fang in his mouth.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Are you saying that those letters were intended for you?
Yup, she was an outstanding detective. I'd expect no less from my former partner.
It looks like Mr. Portsman still doesn't understand. He has yet to figure out the true meaning behind the bloody letters.
What are you sputtering over there? Can't you just admit my logic is perfectly sound?
Actually, there's a gigantic flaw in his logic. A gap so wide that even the good detective can spot it. Now to clue Mr. Portsman in by presenting him with some evidence.
Hey, RPG,
What's up?
what do you think of wrap? Like the wrap bread?
What? What's also
Like
mentioned?
the tortilla bread.
Oh, I like wraps.
Very tasty.
But do you like the bread?
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Sorry, it tastes so bad. I hate the tortilla bread so much. Like, it depends on the tortilla bread, but I'm talking about the ones that are like spotted, not the ones that are like airy inside. Those ones are bleh, if they're not like toasted.
Yeah. But
I love this part.
this seems obvious, but I feel stupid. As you move to side that was high, that was sitting. Further, you mess with the files to make like you committed theft. Like this feels like the contradiction because he knows how the files are organized, but I can't, you know, do that. The game feels like it's hinting me that it's this line. Thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding.
Think about it. This I felt smart when I realized this, but how about this? Gumshoe's not completely stupid, correct? Go through the hypothetical. If he did steal the file,
He would have noticed the lettering on the file.
Objection
Objection.
awarded.
Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there is a serious flaw in your logic.
Heh,
Does that
bringing a
affect
bit
that
of the
you're
courtroom
ugly?
into this. I see. No problem. I'm game.
I can't help but find it odd.
Excuse me?
Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office.
What are you talking about? Oh, you're joking. I get it.
You make him sound like Junpei Yori, and I love it.
I didn't mean to, but
You
I
have,
love it so much.
you have the time to laugh, then you have the time to take another closer look at this. Do you still not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file?
I'm so bad
Well,
at him.
what? That's impossible.
What's impossible, Mr. Portsman?
Nothing.
The files on that shelf are all about a certain case.
Time to
When the
jam.
killer went to take the file after murdering your partner, I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines.
It's possible that they could have taken the file before committing the murder.
I think it's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after it was written on. The missing letters in the detective's name, where the file should be, is proof.
Yeah, I mean the S is gone and there's only half an H.
Detective Gumshoe really was the culprit of this case. I highly doubt that even he could overlook his own name written in blood on the files. Especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood.
I fucking love this track.
Which means what exactly? What does that make this dying message?
Makes it the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene.
That's so low! I can't believe the criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see. I'm gonna have them under arrest in no time.
Well, Mr. Portsman,
I like this this suave cop dumb cop routine.
It's so cute.
Brilliant. Absolutely splendid. Logic deserving of an Olympic gold.
I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed.
You win some and you lose some. That's how life goes.
Glad everyone's so cheery, even though I feel more dead than alive.
But you know, it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up. However,
But what is it this time? Are you still after me, pal?
Hear me for a second. Who has the key to this office?
That would be me. But Mr. Edgeworth just proved that I'm innocent, pal.
What? That's absolutely right. And I acknowledge your innocence.
And why do I sense that you still have something to say?
What the sounds? Well, I was thinking. Did you know there's one other person with the key to this office?
What other person?
Hey, you there.
Yes, sir. What is it, sir?
Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me?
A lady?
The girl's a member of this building's security. Think of her as a material witness.
Security? Did you say security? No, stop it, pal. Don't.
What's wrong with him all of a sudden?
Please don't tell me it's old bag. Oh. I believe she needs no introduction. I have called upon Miss Maggey Bird, member of security.
I got so happy when I saw her.
She's so cute!
She has the little badger shirt. I
Oh my god,
love
this thing
her.
is still here.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Alright.
I don't know what to give her. What did you give her as a voice?
I just kind of give her like a very like
Attention.
type voice.
I cannot.
But she's like shy right now.
Detective Gumshoe, sir.
Maggey!
This bird is a security guard on watch tonight.
I see, and your point is?
My point is that she could very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open all the office doors in this building.
She's straight
What?
using it,
What?
and by it, I mean
What?
the master key.
The master key? Straight using it?
If you're not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Miss Bird.
How dare you! I would never sneak into someone's room.
That's right. I refuse to believe that Maggie's the culprit, pal. It was me. That's right. I did it.
Can we take that as a confession, Detective?
Well, it wasn't really me, but it definitely wasn't Maggey, pal. So yeah, it was me. If it was, you'd have no problems with that, right?
Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics.
Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here. That girl's the only one who could have committed the crime. And for one simple reason.
I like his eyelashes though.
Agreed.
Very pretty.
Reason for suspicion.
It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door, that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message.
So you're saying she used the master key?
Master key.
Beep, 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 beep,
This
beep,
can
beep,
open every office door. Its use is controlled by security staff. Jotted down in my organizer. Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say?
That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well.
That was then and this is now. The flow of a good match always changes during a rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me.
Die.
I wonder if there was anyone else other than Miss Bird who could have used that master key. Seems that the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him.
Press and D. Rebuttal.
Reason for suspicion.
Alright. We press as per usual.
Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of security who could have used the master key?
There's only one person on staff at this time of night. And tonight, she's it. Isn't that right, Miss Bird?
That's true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir. I don't know why she looks like a Persona character specifically.
so persona built today.
But she is.
I can
She looks
see
like she's
it.
from the fourth game.
I see it.
Wasn't able to. What's that supposed to mean?
Yes. Moving on. I need to get sidetracked by something unrelated.
What do you mean unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal.
But you can't really trust her not to tell lies. Plus, I hate wasting time.
Should I hear Miss Bird out? Not so fast. I, too, am interested in hearing what Miss Bird has to say.
Didn't I just say it'd be a waste of time? We don't need to hear lies.
I'll be the judge of that. Miss Bird, if you please.
Oh, now she's here.
I discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 a.m., sir.
What do you mean by missing?
Oh my god, it's like a... Sorry, go ahead.
As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it.
It's a comic strip.
Mr. Portsman, I believe this to be an important piece of testimony, don't you?
I can't believe that someone like you would be taken in by such words.
I'm not lying, sir.
If that's the case, then I'd like to know why you have the master key now.
I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir.
Ha, a likely story. And where's your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? I bet you just forgot where you put it and then found it again.
You never lose things. I could practically guarantee that.
Did you lose your glasses?
Well, with me, if something disappears, it usually is because someone stole it.
Yeah, pal. Trust me. You don't want to test just how bad her luck is.
Gumshoe, not the compliment you think it is.
Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive.
How'd you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
Ugh, but you still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office.
Her motive? Didn't we already establish that it was theft? I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried to save.
It is as Mr. Portman says, Detective. Can't ignore the fact that all the evidence points towards a motive of theft. But I'm done taking blows. It's time to counterattack with a few facts of my own.
Okay.
I do want to say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it. Never mind.
No, no.
I'll say it after.
Oh, go ahead.
It's mostly like gameplay wise, actually.
Yeah.
It's more so this game feels like a lot nicer. You know when you like go through a piece of evidence in the first game, and sometimes Phoenix has like those thought processes that hint you that that's the exact statement.
What do you mean? I'm not following.
There's times in Ace Attorney where like in the first trilogy where you're playing as Phoenix and you press something, and by the end of that statement of pressing, he has a thought bubble of like, now I understand what's going on, or whatever, showing that that statement was the one that you have to contradict. This game does that all the fucking time, and I think it is so helpful for me, but I struggled. I struggled so bad.
Even when because even in base Ace Attorney, it still doesn't feel like enough. I still get confused all over the place.
Oh no,
Also,
in base Ace Attorney they don't do it as often.
but when they
like,
do,
every once in a
it's
while.
still not like as helpful as I wish it would be.
At least it helps you like
Refocus.
try to think. Yeah, focus.
Yeah.
He's like apologizing you.
He's
Adjusting
apologizing me. He's adjusting me. Apologizing me.
Apologizing you. Hello. I concur.
I concur that the culprit's motive appears to have been thievery. However,
I hear that the great Miles Edgeworth is in agreement with little old me.
with regard to the investigation of the bookshelves and safe,
Hey, good thinking, asking for my opinion on the matter.
would it be too much for you to allow me to complete a full sentence?
What an asshole! Dr. Crusher is the one who opened the door. Let's see.
I thought we had established Detective Gumshoe's innocence pretty thoroughly.
There's just a theory, one hypothesis among the many possibilities. I mean, I had my doubts about Miss Bird from the very beginning.
If that's the case, then why didn't you mention it first?
Now, don't make that face. See, there goes the truth, running the other way. Let's pick up the pace and see if we can catch up to it.
I don't think you're catching my drift.
But we are in agreement that the detective isn't the killer, right? If so, then I hope you'll understand when I say that since she is the only one who could have opened your office door, that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect.
Don't you think it's a bit early to be jumping to conclusions?
Are you saying that there's another way to open the door other than with the master key? Oh, I get it. Perhaps you had a spare made for someone else.
I'll have you know, I have never made a spare. So what are you insinuating?
Nothing. Guess I should have known better than to suggest that someone like you would. What does that mean? Do you have company? Maj Edgeworth getting edgy with his worth?
He's edging his word.
I love his look at this. He's just like.
I love, yeah, I really like that they're animated in real time.
It's very silly.
Is there anyone in this district who hasn't at least heard of Detective Gumshoe?
Good point. He's practically a celebrity among us prosecutors.
Really? I never knew I was so talked about, sir.
We're holding our collective breath, you know. For when you screw up so bad that you're literally chased out the force.
Wait, what? Is that true, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, of course not. But that's hogwash.
Phew, don't scare me like that. I almost had a heart attack there.
Poor Gumshoe.
God. You know, more probably that she was the one who faked the dying message.
By dying message, you mean the bloody letters that spell out Gumshoe.
I figured that whoever wrote his name must have wanted to frame him. And just the act of choosing his name is proof enough that the two knew each other well.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and present some evidence.
I would love to. But first, we should listen a bit more and digest what he's saying. Press him for more information.
I press everything. I don't really think I got anything new, right?
No, but you don't get, like, sometimes you don't get new statements.
Okay.
But, like, okay, how to explain this? I don't remember if they add new statements when you press them, but I'm pretty sure, let's say they don't. I'm pretty sure it's because you have to press the statement you got the new information from.
Oh yeah, because you did get the master key from that. That's right. I think. Maybe. I don't remember.
No, we didn't.
Oh, okay.
I don't. But that's not what I meant. I meant when you get a new piece of information or a lot of information, usually it doesn't add it to the testimony, so you just have to remember where that testimony came from and press where you got that extra info from. Does that make sense?
I think.
Things that you'd usually add to your testimony.
I think that makes sense.
For example, I guess this will be your hint. The motive that was said in this first statement, that would have been added as like extra testimony, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. You just gotta remember that this was talked about. The motive was talked about in this statement. That's what I mean.
Okay.
And that is your hint. The motive.
This is theory. So this?
It's not what I meant.
Huh?
It's not what I meant, but I can't.
Hold on. Let me read this again.
Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of the security who could have used the master key?
This is the same as before, right? I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime. Is there no, like, am I stupid? Wait, is there not an auto skip key? Yeah, wait, no, through unread text, no.
Oh wait, no. The testimony was added to your thing. It's just not like in the order you think it is. I'm pretty sure the testimony you just pressed was added after you pressed the first statement. It just doesn't tell you that it was added. Yeah.
I discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 a.m.
What do you mean by missing?
No, we looked at this. So it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, so the killer must
Yes,
have
yes,
stolen
yes, yes, yes. I know. Never mind. It's never, you know, when the first game goes like,
Add that to your
like,
testimony.
I will add this to your testimony.
Yeah,
They don't tell you that. So sometimes new things pop up as testimonies and you don't even realize.
Okay.
There was a new thing, but since you hadn't checked everything. You can't tell which one was the new piece of information. But yeah, no. My only hint to you is that the motive is relevant.
Uh-huh. I have 5 pieces of evidence. We're gonna ignore that. The thing that was stolen was a case file. Why would Maggey want a case file? Is the contradiction.
Do you want to?
For intent from the messed up
shove?
shells to the wipe down save. These only Miss Bird is our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message.
Do you need a little shove?
I'm thinking.
Dinky. Blah, silly.
Each prosecutor has one in their office. Oh, is it this? Each prosecutor has one in their office. Only they know of them. Prints were wiped. Wouldn't it be this? There's no way she'd know about it. Is that the right statement? Because this is a correlates, but if Miss Bird's the suspect, then...
It would behoove you to take a good look at this.
I see it, but I fail to see how it has anything to do with me.
Is that so?
You're not at the top of your game today, are you, Mr. Genius Prosecutor?
I can't allow him to set the pace here. I must remain calm. Only by doing so can I find the fatal flaw in his reasoning.
Okay. Intent from the messed up shelves to the wiped down safe. I'd say thievery.
Itchy nose.
Technical choosing the one who opened the door, and nice one Miss Bird's suspect, on top of which she knows her good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you waiting for?
Alright, we already looked at this. How many presses are gonna read? Hold it! Oh, they have this screen prettier. However, with regards to the investigation of the bookshelves and safe, I don't know what it is, but it's one of these two things on this statement, I think. With this?
You were on the right track, just on the wrong
Of
statement.
course it was.
This game is also harsh on you when it comes to statements. I'm so sorry.
Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Bird was set on stealing something?
Why not? It's the truth after all. It was also by your logic that we came to the whole thievery conclusion anyway.
That may be, but you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe. The existence of which is only privy to prosecutors. Ah! I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan.
But she could have found it by accident while she was turning everything else upside down.
I highly doubt that. I'd say the culprit knew exactly what they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf and the safe were targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah, even I didn't know about that safe, pal. And that means there's no way Maggey could have known about it either.
Then are you proposing that the killer is a prosecutor? Huh?
His sweatband is capturing all his sweat.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Interesting conclusion. That's definitely looking more and more probable. What's wrong, prosecutor? Do you have a different suspect in mind now?
Curses, why? What made you? What's with the angry face all of a sudden? It's all my fault.
What do you mean?
It's Jim. He knew about the existence of the secret safes.
What did you just say?
You're partners, like inseparable conjoined twins. That's why I told him. Filled him in on the secret safes.
Then that means.
Oh God, I need a drink.
Yeah, I know. I'd only just told him, too. Obviously, it was wrong for me to tell him. I still can't quite believe it, but the thief who broke into your room was probably Jim.
Now he's claiming that the victim was the thief.
And you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss Maggey Bird?
Excuse me?
I mean, you are a security guard, right? That's your job. Killing is going a bit too far, even in your risky profession.
What the? You're still accusing Maggey of the murder?
Yes and no. I mean, she hadn't stumbled upon Jim, who had probably drawn his gun. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it?
No, I couldn't. I could never do something like that. Not even as a security guard, sir.
Plus, even if he was the thief, he wouldn't have a key to this office.
It's precisely why you had to seal it, wouldn't you say? It was Jim who stole the master key.
Yeah.
Pretty impossible for a supposedly stolen key to be here with us unless you retrieved it from Jim after you killed him.
Mr. Portsman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief?
I don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everything else to make sense.
Has he no honor?
Now then, I think we're done here. The investigation waits for no man. Would you people be so kind as to see yourselves out?
You can't kick us out. This is Mr. Edgeworth's office.
But I'm the one who's been assigned to this case. We're all suspects to varying degrees, and therefore ineligible to run this show.
Listen, pal, how many times do I have to say this? Maggey can't be the culprit.
I love the foot stomping sound. That was so good.
It's so cute. He's been doing it this whole time, and it's just like, ugh, it's so good.
Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself.
But, sir.
He's like a little puppy.
Yeah. We have no choice but to accommodate his request for now.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now then, if you could remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful.
Mark my words, Mr. Portsman. We will meet again.
That's a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Don't disappoint me, you hear? To be continued. That's such a sick little jingle. Oh, the autosave slotted at the top. I see.
It's like my it's like the game.
This is so sick.
Most games.
This is so sick.
How are you enjoying it so far?
Cool. This is so cool. I'm sorry about earlier. This is so cool.
I'm currently like I have like the walkthrough open so I can prepare hints for you because I'm so bad at coming them up on
No,
the
it's
spot.
okay.
She's so tiny. Wait,
Oh.
no, actually she's fairly tall.
No, she's like, you can see the height difference. Very
Edgeworth
slight.
is 5'10", 5'11". That makes
Gumshoe
her
is
really
what?
tall. Gumshoe, actually, I need to check. I have a list of their heights. Hold on.
But like you can see that the height, there is a height difference. It's just not very visible.
I'm pretty sure in the original, it's a little bit more like.
It's more to
obvious.
scale. These are more like caricatures, which I actually like more. I think it's funnier this way.
It's pretty.
It is also very pretty. This is so sick. I do appreciate them adding retro graphics though, because it, lets people experience it in both ways.
Hold on.
You know. My vibe.
Where's the image of how I was complaining that I was as tall as Trucy?
It's such a like Ace Attorney characters height comparison.
No, but I had a really good one. Oh, there it is. Detective Gumshoe is 6 feet. Miles Edgeworth is 5'10", actually.
Okay.
Phoenix is 5'9".
I just dollar.
Drippy and Mika Day. Hell yeah, baby. Hello, Drippy CM.
Drippy. We were watching a video yesterday, Drippy, and then there was like a video that showed up in the video, and Drippy was like, Drippy!
Did I do that? I don't remember me
Yeah.
doing that.
It was like the guy. We were watching Quiet, and then like the cringe video, and then like the kid, like the person pretending to be like the anime.
Oh
The
yeah, it's the
yeah,
stupid,
yeah.
it's the stupid like anime ass at his crush video. And I
Yeah,
thought,
yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, no, Drippy, because you were the one who sent it to me.
Yeah. I love that guy. I know that guy.
We're not talking about
I'm his
this right
number
now.
one fan.
There, you ready to continue?
I'm Drippy's number one. Yeah.
I'm Drippy's number one fan.
I'm Drippy's number one female fan. Then.
I'm Drippy's number one male fan. And if I put an FE
No,
before
because
that,
that's me. No, because male is also in female, so I
Well,
win by default
no,
in both
male
categories.
is in female.
Yes, so I win in both categories.
No, that means I'm both at the same time.
No.
Yes.
It's like a step ladder. A step ladder is a step ladder and a ladder. A ladder can't just be a step ladder. I'm telling you.
Ladies, you're both my number one fan.
All right, now read the thing so I can play the game.
Okay. March 14, 4:18 a.m. Prosecutor's building 12th floor hallway.
Damn, it is early as shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, they got here at like 1 a.m.
What is with that prosecutor? I can't believe how rude he was. He was unbelievable.
Please maintain your professionalism, detective.
I'm gonna
Swear
find some
to
real
you.
solid evidence proving Maggie's innocence. You'll see, sir.
But we've been kicked out for the crime scene, sir.
You don't need to make us all nasal if you don't want to.
I want to make her nasally. She's very much like a little nerd emoji. She's cute.
She is.
True. So then, what now?
Oh, my life's been falling in another gigantic ditch.
I'm sorry. We're gonna get you provided into the way, Pookie Wookie.
Oh, wait.
Trying to tell you guys I unlocked the dog game persona today. Let's go.
Bow wow.
Bow wow, Coromaro Gaming.
Koromaru. Bow wow.
Do not despair, Miss Bird. You can overcome this as well. There are many other places and things we should be looking into anyway.
Really, sir?
For example, this hallway. The linchpin of his argument against Miss Bird is related to the Master Key. In that case, this hallway is the perfect place to look for more information regarding the mystery surrounding my door.
Begin investigation.
Prosecutor's building 12th floor hallway.
12th.
I can't say that. 12th.
12th. It's hard, I get it.
12th.
It makes your tongue do a little jiggle.
I just want more voice lines, sir.
I was wondering if I may speak with you for a bit concerning this case.
No. No, you can't. I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this is like a dream where I'm being cross-examined by the Miles Edgeworth.
I can't let this chance pass me by. I must remember to ask her about the Master Key. I should jog her memory by showing my notes to her with X.
She's like me for real.
Have you ever met the victim before?
Well, I've seen him in a couple of times when I had to go to Mr. Portsman's office. Mr. Fable's always playing basketball with Mr. Portsman, sir.
That sounds like fun. Just once I'd have loved to play with them.
It sounds fun, but the only person ever taking a shot was Mr. Portsman. All Mr. Faith ever did was pass him the ball, sir.
On second thought, I don't think I'd have fit in all that well with them.
I love this sprite.
Miss Maggey Bird, correct? I take it that you are an acquaintance of the detective.
She was under my supervision back when she was still on the force, sir. One day she got caught up in a murder and things started going downhill, so she quit.
But I owe a lot to Detective Gumshoe for introducing me to my current employer. Or so I thought until a few hours ago.
They gotta stop putting her on the chopping block, man.
Right before I was about to clock out for the night.
You got caught up in this whirlwind of a case, correct?
Don't worry, my whole life's been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Since I was 6 months old, I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods. Failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. Killed a man, but not really. And now I even managed to be named a criminal just when I've become a security guard.
That's a lot to go through in one lifetime.
I know, and just when I thought I had finally found my happiness, I wind up getting you and Detective Gumshoe involved in my bad luck.
You don't need to worry about me, Miss Bird. Nor do you need to worry about yourself. I will solve this case and prove your innocence. All I ask in return is for your cooperation.
Yes, sir, Mr. Edgeworth, you can count on me. I'll do anything I can help.
Listen, bro, if Edgeworth speaking to me like that, shit, I might send for him.
Can you keep showing people your prosecutor's badge? Please. That's a prosecutor's badge, isn't it? Proves that you're really a prosecutor.
Interesting. Despite all appearances, she seems to know more about more than Gumshoe.
With that badge, I could even be a professional prosecutor. Sir, may I please turn that on just for a little bit?
I don't think that would be a very good idea, do you?
I guess not.
On second thought, they're actually on the same level. So when did you discover that the master key was missing?
By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 a.m., sir. And I noticed it back around at 2:30 a.m. It was just sitting there on the ledge where security's room reception window is. But I'm sure that between those 2 times, it was not just gone, but stolen, sir.
Master key was stolen. This key went missing from approximately 1 a.m. until 2:30 a.m.
You know what kind of Pokemon her favorite Pokemon would be? It would be Meryl.
I see that. Or like a Zoom or a Zuril, a baby.
Yeah.
Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place?
It's not like that, sir. We always keep the key further inside the room, away from the window.
Always, you say, except for this time, correct?
Well, I admit I was a bit careless, but I had my reasons. I left it out because I was sort of using it at the time. It was after I used it that I left it sitting out on the ledge.
To use the master key. What do you mean by you use the master key?
I had to use it to open the door for this prosecutor who had forgotten his key.
Oh. Yeah!
I mean, it's my job as a security guard, right?
She was hitting that shit, yeah!
She's so cute.
10 hut.
What is it?
That's right, I just remembered. The prosecutor who forgot his key was Mr. Portsman, sir.
What? Please tell me more, Miss Bird. Quickly.
It was around 12 a.m. Mr. Portsman had forgotten his office key, so he came down as security, sir.
That's when you loaned the master key to him.
No way! It's against regulations to loan the master key out to anyone.
Oh,
I walked with Mr. Portsman to his office and opened the door for him personally, sir.
you know what, Gumshoe? Sorry.
And I deleted her from my Tamagotchi Life Island.
How dare you?
You asked me to!
Because you wanted to.
Because you were dating her. And I was mad that Edgeworth broke up with me in Tomodachi Life, so I had to be rid of her. No one can be
Guilty
happy
as
if I'm not
charged.
happy.
What can I say?
I can't be happy with Edgeworth. You can't be happy with Maggey Bird.
I see.
And then what happened after that?
Well, he called me to come close up his office as he was leaving to go home. And that was around 1:30 a.m., I think.
So in summary, for the sake of one forgetful prosecutor, you used the master key twice tonight.
Use the master key. This key was used to unlock and unlock Portsman's office at 12 a.m. and 1:30 a.m.
Talking about suspicious.
I doubt you can say that you've never left your keys at home, Detective. I mean, this calls for a thorough examination of Mr. Portsman's door.
I can't say that. Sorry. My brain broketh.
Bye, guys.
Yes, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, you look rather intrigued by something. Care to share?
No, it's nothing, but I noticed that Mr. Portsman calls his partner Jim. And the detective in that Sunday night drama, All My Cops, is named Jim too. I bet one of them is a big fan of that show.
You seem to know a little something about it yourself. I take it you watch it too.
Of course, the tight bond of friendship between prosecutor and detective is great, sir. But it's nothing compared to the super strong friendship we have.
Friendship, Detective. I think you're mistaking it with pity.
How can you say that, sir? And after all we've been through, too.
Friendship or pity awarded.
About Miss Bird.
No way she's the killer. Please don't tell me you buy into that accusation, sir.
Rest assured, I think she's innocent. However, I need to ask her a few things regarding her security guard position.
Oh, if you're only asking, that's okay. Just stand next to her and then press A. And you two can talk about whatever topic you pick. When you want to ask her about evidence, all you have to do is present it to her with X. After you choose what to do with her, press X. Again, and off you two go. I recommend showing different people different things. You'd be surprised by what they say.
Thank you for the explanation, though I don't recall asking for one.
Oh, just so you know, sir, you can show me evidence in the same way, too.
I do believe it's time to get down to business and ask some questions of Miss Bird.
Ignore it again.
What's up?
Awkward. We already talked to her.
I'm just a lowly detective, so I'm not sure what I should do with that other than to arrest it.
Sorry. I like that. That's funny. I'm gonna try and show Gumshoe everything. I think it'll be fun. Wait, I can't go anywhere?
Oh. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Oh?
Well-crafted, high-quality sofa for visitors. The stitching is excellent.
This is the richest thing he's said in a while. God damn.
Talking about a luxury waiting area. These babies are also great for napping, you know.
You would sleep even out here, Detective, in a hallway.
Whenever I do, I always wind up dreaming about giving testimony up on the stand. But it always ends the same way, me getting trounced by a lawyer. Isn't that awful?
Maybe I should give it a try sometime, to envision myself winning, naturally.
Okay, these lines are fantastic.
This game has really good lines for Edgeworth.
I bet the thief's not under here.
I guess there isn't enough space for anyone to hide under here anyway. I mean, if someone could contort themselves to fit, I'd be really impressed.
Sounds to me like somebody has already tried at least once before.
Oh, I love this theme. This game is so quaint. This theme is good, by the way.
It's
Isn't it the missing Zero Series file, sir?
no doubt about it. The bloody letter's mark it as clear as day. There seems to be a few pages missing. The thief took only what was necessary and left the rest behind.
So what are these Zero files about, sir? I guess they've got something worth stealing in them, huh?
Not particularly. It's just a collection of court case files. However, the cases within these files are not mine.
Huh?
They belong to the high prosecutor that used to occupy my current office. I have my reasons, but let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were.
Wasn't that Von Karma?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that means the thief must have also wanted the file for a specific reason, right?
I think you should do Gumshoe's lines. Would you want to do that?
If I tried, I think I'd sound really sad. Really sad and pathetic.
If you want to, I wouldn't mind.
Female Gumshoe. See, sir.
It would seem so. Only the pages related to that case from 10 years ago are missing.
10 years ago? Oh no, we got another DL6 incident on our hands.
I wonder why anyone would
Isn't
care
that
so much
bad?
about such an old case.
What's up?
Is that so bad?
What?
Another DL6.
Oh no, of course not. I just, you know. I want you to try and do it, like, seriously. Do a Gumshoe voice. Try your best, just for funsies. You don't have to voice him or anything.
Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at my Tomodachi Life character.
That's per usual.
I wonder why anyone would care about such an old case, sir. See?
See?
Wait, oh my god. Drippy, do you want to see something cool? Look at this, look at this.
She's vibing, chat. She's vibing, chat. She's vibing. She's vibing, chat.
It's so cool. Now I can dance to the music.
Wait, so I just do I even get any evidence for that? Or did I get a puzzle piece? Was it in here? Ah, it was updated. It just doesn't tell us. Okay, it's fine.
I would press until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. 1202. These 4 numbers on the number plate alone proclaim this to be my office.
I need to do some numerology right now and search up if it has a meaning.
Of course you're gonna do that.
Whoops. Hey, these number plates slide right out, sir. They have to be able to take the plate off when a room becomes vacant, you know?
Oh.
That's where this is going.
Although, the idea that it can be so easily removed is kind of...
That's something very important to keep in mind. I'm kind of upset that's not in our thingy.
A minimalist, yet classy door made of top quality wood. It's certainly made, making it near impossible to break in by force.
It's almost majestic, sir. I wish it could be as stately as this door.
Only Gumshoe would praise a door as something
I'm
greater than
back.
himself. Being a detective has its own rewards and a certain virtuous value, I think. If you live up to your full potential, that's a poignant trait that anyone can admire.
I found out what it means.
I see. So you're saying, sir, that me being me is the best thing I can do for everyone?
Right.
That long pause wasn't exactly reassuring, sir.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
I love that this game puts so much forethought even into the numbers.
Really?
Anyways, this number means that it's a sign from your angels, because it's an angel number, to accept your responsibilities and have a clear perspective towards your goal. That comes from a sign to remind yourself that is in your spirit to thrive, to be resilient, and come out on top. You've done it many times before.
Honestly, I feel like that's more Phoenix than him.
I feel like it fits him,
It
considering
does fit him.
his dad.
Yeah, no, okay, that's fair. I always forget that he has a traumatic past. I just think of him as suave, a lawyer, the prosecuting attorney.
I don't see any signs of 4th century.
And according to the guard, no signs that the lock was picked either, sir.
I mean that the door was really opened with a key. Did you happen to ask if any prints were lifted from this doorknob?
Apparently the doorknob's as clean as a whistle. Wipe, they think.
Whoever this thief is, they did a good job of not leaving any clues behind.
Honestly, yeah, this is suspiciously clean.
What is a basketball doing here?
That's Mr. Portsman's prized possession, sir. I heard he also plays soccer, dodgeball, and even tennis.
But not volleyball, loser.
Not a single one of those sports is suitable to be played in a hallway.
That too.
This game is. Oh my god!
I'm telling you, this game has so many cameos of all the other characters, and this is just one of them, including with Maggey Bird. So enjoy it.
It looks like you're in quite the pinch, Mr. Edgeworth.
To be sure, a murder within the walls of the prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. We must find, apprehend, and punish the killer accordingly post-haste.
Sounds like a messy case you've got in your hand. If you ever feel lost or need some advice, my door is always open.
How gracious. I will keep you off in mind. Who is this guy again?
I think it's so cute how respectable he is to
He did a whole ass bow just to bad mouth him in his brain.
If he did that bow to me, I'd like grab him and kiss him and make sure he never gets like he gets all the tea he wants, all the Steel Samurai figurines. Note, I would not be the one making money.
Is everything all right?
Yes, sir. If you must know, I weighed myself this morning and I'm finally at 154 pounds.
Congratulations, but I was asking about this hallway in this room.
Oh, everything's okay, sir.
A word of advice. Stay focused or you may start to lose even more weight. What is a basketball hoop doing here?
Hey, didn't this used to be outside next to the building a long time ago?
So when and why was it moved indoors?
I don't remember exactly, but I saw one of the officers drag it up here recently.
Drag it?
And then I wouldn't fit in the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it himself.
All the way up to the 12th floor.
God. All right, let's look at the door.
I would rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny.
Oslo Anthony. His name is Prosecutor and not paid. Even the game acknowledges how forgettable he is. Facts. Oslo Silver. Edgeworth's still that guy. Facts. I love Edgeworth.
He's still my husband. Nothing's changed.
Room 1203. I take it that this is Mr. Portsman's office.
I get to speak. Sorry.
Yeah, you can't mistake it because of that basketball hoop, sir. Oh, that reminds me. Mr. Portman's actually had me wanted the room 1202 really badly. But since you were already occupying it, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him next door, sir.
So why was Mr. Portsman so particular about getting room 1202?
I'm not sure, but I bet it's because of something like this birthday is December 2nd.
Yup, that's gotta be it. I can't think of another reason why.
I can think of at least 3. Why am I even wasting time thinking about this?
There's something so charming about knowing what he's really thinking and how like stupid sometimes his thought processes.
Yeah. A minimalist yet classy door made of top quality wood.
It's kind of majestic too. Fits in really well with the ambience of the prosecutor offices. Even Mr. Portsman seems dignified, just because he works behind one of these.
Nonsense. A man doesn't become more or less dignified because of where he works.
Well, he still seems more dignified than Mr. Payne.
Mr. Payne, I suppose custodial work can also be dignified.
He's calling him a janitor. That's crazy. My God. Wait, can I interact with this? I can.
It's Mr. Portsman's personal basketball hoop.
I can't believe he put something like this in the hallway of a prosecutor's office.
But you know, it's actually pretty useful, sir. I haven't gotten lost trying to get to your office since it's been here.
How long have I had the same office and you still managed to get lost?
Bro needs a giant pole in the middle of the hallway to know where he is.
He needs like those signs that flash with like an arrow and shit towards like Edgeworth's store.
Yeah, it's like a blinking
And then he still walks
arrow.
into like 1001.
There you go. He goes into
1201.
Yeah, like 1002.
But 10 oh yeah. Okay.
1002. He's like,
Wait, I mixed up the
Wrong
number there.
floor. Duh. And then he goes the floor beneath. Forgets his ups and downs instead of his lefts and rights.
The door is locked tight.
I bet the old credit card trick won't work here, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
This is the office of a high prosecutor detective.
I don't know why my brain said Dave.
These doors would be pretty ineffective if the average cat burglar could get through them.
Aha! So I guess only a great cat burglar could get in. That must be who our culprit is.
Might I advise you to return that conclusion to whatever pawn shop you bought it from?
Again, crazy. Alright, is that everything? Oh, this is done.
Why do my like Tamagotchi characters have the best like lines during the boombox battle? Right? He's
Oh, the
like,
rap battle?
I'm the original, and you're just a look-alike. Like, okay.
That's
Okay,
bars.
stop hitting. Stop trying to kill each other, please.
We looked at everything here. Oh, let me talk to Gumshoe.
Yes, sir.
Let me show him this again. Oh, okay. He has nothing to say. Alright, let's talk to this.
I was wondering about the investigation.
No, I've been waiting for this. Let a real seasoned pro teach you how it's done.
Real seasoned pro of instant noodle cuisine, perhaps.
You know, you can always check out the real important spots in more detail, right?
Yes.
And if the area's too big, you can always use R to take a look around.
What?
There's an area you can do that with. That's fine.
Oh, but don't worry, sir. The R command will only show up when you really need it.
I knew that as well.
And when you think there's a contradiction or something unusual, try deduction. First, you line up your cursor with the suspicious-looking area, and press X to choose your poison. I mean, evidence. You settle on a piece, you've got to present it with
X.
again.
I'm pretty sure I already knew that as well, Detective.
Oh, if you can remember all that, then welcome to the world of pros. IW Ace Investigator. Class dismissed.
And all I wanted was an update about the investigation.
So wait, is there a spot I can like go like crazy in?
Oh my god. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Hold on, it starts dancing. Alright, well, we can zoom out. I'm gonna try and see if I can piece something together here. Would these two go together? Alright. So welcome back, Hunter.
Miss Bird, I'm afraid there's a flaw in your story.
I'm about to cook, but I'm gonna wait for Pookie to be ready. Then I'll continue because I need her to voice Maggey. Oh god, this water is saving my ass. By the way. Also, apparently, I'm looking at my watch for the weather, and it's snowing. Is that what it says? I'm getting snow in November. No, it's rain. I didn't think so.
There's no music playing. I'm dancing to.
I need you here. I'm.
Beep, beep, beep.
Pookie, stop. That's so cute.
What? No way, pal. I mean, sir.
You said that you locked up Mr. Portsman's office at around 1:30 a.m., correct? However, the master key had already been stolen at that time.
Well, nothing gets by you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw that contradiction like a pro. I'd totally forgotten about that, but thanks to you, I remember it now. You're right. I was around that very time I realized the master key was missing.
And?
Well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So I pretended to lock up his room, sir.
You pretended?
Yeah, I used my house key, made it look like I was locking up, sir.
So in actuality, you never did relock the door, then?
Well, I thought that maybe I could go lock it after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess the door still hasn't been locked properly.
Mr. Portsman's office. Miss Bird unlocked the door, but Master Key was stolen, so she could not lock it up. Jot down to my organizer. So does that mean I can go in here? Oh, this is. Can I deduce this?
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Hell yes, it is.
There's a contradiction here between reality and the evidence. If what Miss Bird has said is true, then why is this door locked tight?
Huh? You know, you're right.
Miss Bird, are you sure you didn't relock this door?
I'm certain of it, sir.
His first case is heat.
And I don't think Mr. Portsman noticed it himself that it hadn't.
Which means, what, sir?
It either means that he actually does have the key to his office, or that the door Miss Bird opened wasn't this one at all, but a completely different one.
That's what I was thinking.
So you open a different door, but how can you prove that?
There's an easy way to find out. All we need to do is... we need to examine these. The prints on the number plate. They will tell us all we need to know.
Everything, really? Like what, sir?
Like, well, for example, in such as...
Oh, I was thinking like you check for the prints to see if they like pulled them and swapped them. But
No, but like,
yeah, go ahead.
okay. She's asking like
No,
how we can prove which door Maggey opened.
Yeah, no, I don't need the hint to figure it out. I was just explaining why I picked that. Sorry.
Oh no, that's fair. I also picked that the first time around, but then I misunderstood. It's not like how to know which door
Yeah.
Mr. Portsman touched. It's
Yeah, I got it.
misleading.
Well, we know for sure that Detective Gumshoe's dinner will only consist of instant noodles.
Wow, that was amazing, sir. How did you know?
Was that supposed to be a joke? Did you mean Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, that's it. Now then, we should get back to doing what we need to do, and that is... we need to examine these.
It's so smooth the way they can like roll back the question or like the prompt.
The prints on the doorknob will tell us everything.
Yeah, you, pal. Do us a favor and see what you can lift from these, okay? So, what did you find out?
Is there need for such belligerent nostril-flaring, Detective?
Sir, I found only Mr. Portsman's and Mr. Faith's prints on this doorknob.
So only two people's prints were found on this hub. That's pretty decisive.
Huh? I'm lost, sir.
Thinking logically, a certain other person's prints should be on this knob as well. Now then, whose prints should also be on this doorknob?
You know the bookmark's there. That's fine.
Don't you find it odd that the prints of the person who unlocked this door are absent?
You mean?
Yes, the door that Miss Bird opened cannot have been this one, but a different one.
Mr. Portsman's office. Miss Bird says she unlocked this door, but her prints were not found on the doorknob. Updated in my organizer.
What have we here? I would resident to have inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Your Tamagotchi character is asking me what he thinks about him and Edgeworth's bond. Like, oh, he's my best friend. What do you think about us? I want to fuck you over so bad. My husband, Edgeworth. Great match.
Yeah, me and Edgeworth are best friends on Mika's Tamagotchi Island.
This isn't fair. This isn't fair.
She edged my worth until I ace attorney investigations. Facts, Golly. Welcome to stream.
Is this basketball property of Mr. Portsman?
Yes, sir. He's always ready for a match.
Basketball, soccer, dodgeball, tennis. It doesn't matter what sport it is, he's game. Although I think it'd be a little hard to play tennis with this ball.
That isn't the point you should be focusing on, Detective.
You're right, sir. Now I know what I should be focusing on. Bad Mr. Portsman. Someone should teach him to clean his toys up after he's done playing.
I think we've reached the end of this conversation.
I was making internal despair because Miles Edgeworth broke up with her. This team is good.
And then Derpy wanted to get married with Maggey Bird, so I purposefully fucked up their marriage so it wouldn't work.
So crazy.
What's this?
What are you looking at, sir? Oh, hey, how about a game?
That's okay, Detective. I just found the position of this hoop to be a little off.
Hey, you're right, sir. I guess it shifted when someone made a seriously sweet slam dunk.
The positioning of the hoop is definitely unnatural. I'd better take note of this.
Basketball hoop. It's sitting in front of Portsman's office. There are signs that it's been moved. Jot it down in my organizer.
I could go for like a giant cheesesteak.
A minimalist yet classy door made of top quality wood.
It's kind of majestic, too. Fits in really well with the ambiance of the prosecutor's offices.
I can't believe they wrote 3 different dialogues about a door. Oh no, this is no, this is the same. Okay, I thought it was gonna be different because it didn't have the check mark on it.
Yeah, Mr. Portman seems dignified just because he works behind one of these.
Nonsense. A man has become more or less dignified because of where he works.
Yeah, we saw this already. I don't know why I didn't have a check mark on it.
What is this?
Looks like a scrap of paper. I'll get it, sir. Let's see. No, there's something written on it.
It looks like a note from the victim.
Yeah, that's from Mr. Portsman.
Note left by victim. Found under the door for the absent Portsman.
What would
Data jotted down
Markiplier
in my
say
organizer.
if he was sad? Goodbye, everyone. I was Markiplier.
I was Markiplier would be it. Investigation complete.
Poking around in this hallway has actually paid off quite handsomely.
Huh? How so, sir?
In a variety of different ways. I think it's time we had a little chat with the real culprit of this case.
Oh, right. Sargi.
It's okay.
Instead of standing in sentence, you should probably let me know.
I know. That'd be funny.
You know who the killer is? Well, Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay, sorry, this is gonna bug me. Why are these so close together?
You.
Like there's a dash between them, it looks like there's nothing.
As long as my logic is sound, then yes. The mastermind behind this murder is none other than Mr. Portsman.
What? Mr. Portsman?
I knew it. That's exactly what my logic senses were telling me, too. I suspected it was him from the instant he accused of Maggey of being the killer, sir.
That is anything but logical. Lady and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Come what may, it's time to knock on truth's door.
So badass for that. God damn. All you, Pookie.
Oh, March 14th, 5:12 a.m. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202.
Dude, everyone in this room must be so eepy. Mr. Portsman, I finished processing the bloody letter, sir. All right, let me take a gander at it. Pass it here. We're just toss that shit? Hello? Okay, looking good. You there, take good care of this.
Wah!
They got it. Oh, if it isn't Detective Gumshoe.
End of the line for you, Portsman. We've got you now.
Call off your dog, Mr. Edgeworth. Is this some kind of joke?
It's no joke. We know, Mr. Jacques Portsman, that you are the guilty party in this case.
We're saying his name wrong on purpose. Jacques. You must be pretty upset getting chased out of your own room. I'd be mad too. So I guess you can stay. You promise to stay out of our way.
You intend to hide your crime under the guise of a prosecutor doing his job. I can see right through that unsightly paper-thin mask you wear upon your cowl.
Jesus Christ.
Who'd have ever thought it would come to this? Actually, come to think of it, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right?
Please don't mention him in front of my
The
poor
legendary
baby.
prosecutor who never lost a single case for 40 long years. But there was always this incessant chatter about forged evidence with that guy. Really teaches me that I've got to stay on the outlook for false accusations, you know?
Are you done trying to play mind games with me? Because they won't work.
He's so...
The only thing that you
He's
should
so
be
good.
using, that mouth of yours, for now is explaining yourself.
and kissing me.
Although that too
Sorry.
will only dig your hole deeper. Either way, your game is up.
Well then, aren't we full of ourselves? Even though you have yet to prove anything.
Why would you mention Manfred to my poor baby? You insolent fuck. You zesty. Disgusting. No one wants you. The other guy, Buddy Faith, would rather die, which he did, than kiss your musty ass lips. If you like Manfred so much, why don't you join him?
That's crazy, Chash. Yo, you're cooking them. All right, go ahead.
Anyways, time to dance. Mr. Portsman's rebuttal.
I have no idea what sort of harebrained idea you have in mind, but there's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being the culprit. Besides, how may I ask do you propose I unlocked your door and got in here? Look, I feel bad for doing this to you, but I've got work to do, so we're done here.
Sorry, but we are not finished yet.
Boy, you're stubborn. I suppose you're basing your accusations on something?
I'll show you what I'm basing my accusation on, with evidence.
Your Honor,
Rebuttal.
he's cringe and ugly. Mr. Portman's rebuttal.
Hold it!
I forget this is remix. Oh, wait, no.
It's
Was
it's
this ever
arranged.
remix?
It's arranged. So it's like the instrumentation is redone. Does that make sense? It's the same song, but it's just like updated.
No,
instrumentation.
but I'm asking like if in the original it was like this complex. I don't
No,
remember because
that's
I
what I
played the
mean.
game in like lower volume.
Yeah, they most likely added more like detail. And, like,
Oh, this is so good. Whoa, this is groovy. Wait, hold.
My accusation is a harebrained idea, is it?
you tell me. I'd say it is, after all. Let me switch.
I love this. Oh my god. It sounds so like, I don't know if Wild Westy is the word, but it reminds me of that one annoying guy's theme.
Hold it!
I don't quite remember.
Jake Marshall.
Ah,
Oh, and what, pray tell, kind of evidence are we talking about here?
Jim was my partner, so you can't say I had a motive for killing him.
And that's it? That's not even an anthill, let alone a mountain.
That's a bar, goddamn. It's more than enough, wouldn't you agree?
Might I recommend that you review what the word evidence means?
It doesn't change the fact that the evidence doesn't point to me as the killer. Besides, how many asked you propose I unlocked the door and got in here?
Hold it!
Unfortunately, I believe I've already shown how earlier.
Your speculations mean nothing, so I still insist that I could not gain access to your room.
What should I do now? Should I raise an objection? You claim to have had no way to open my door. However, is that really the honest truth?
Alright, I'll humor you. Go ahead. Shoot.
Very well then. I propose that you use this to open my door.
That's sick. I like
My prosecutor's badge.
Take that!
I believe you were able to open my office door with the master key, no less.
Objection!
I like that they have
wait.
objections.
Hold on for a sec. I never laid a finger on that key, as you already know.
Precisely. You were able to open my door without lifting a single finger. Well, maybe you did, but owing to direct. That's right, you used your finger to direct this person to open my door with the key.
Take that!
You had asked Miss Bird to open your own office door for you, yes?
Yeah, I kind of forgot my key at home. Happens a bit too often for my taste, you know?
But the room you had Miss Bird open at the time was not your own, was it?
What?
You have quite the imagination. Why don't we ask the girl herself? Whose door did she open, shall we?
I'm certain it was Mr. Portman's door, sir. I checked the number plate to make sure it was opening I was opening the right door, sir.
See, Miss Bird backs up my story.
Yet what if you hadn't misled her, to fool her into thinking what you wanted?
Ha! How do you suppose I did that?
By switching the number plates on our doors, for example.
That's right. They do slide out pretty
I
easily.
love how she switched sides.
Furthermore, you then used one other thing to give a very strong impression. That the door she was opening was yours and not, in fact, mine. What was it that Mr. Portsman used to make Miss Bird think that it was his room?
Take that!
What? The basketball hoop, sir?
It's quite the peculiar fixture in any hallway, let alone a hallway in this building. Which is why it left an unusually strong impression on you. It's an object perfectly suited to sit just outside the office of a peculiar prosecutor.
Ah!
That's very true, sir, but because there was a basketball hoop sitting there. I thought that I was opening had to be Mr. Portsman's.
There are signs that the hoop had been moved. To sit in front of my office, to be sure.
I see. So that's how you throw suspicion on people. Thanks for the tip. But I think your conjecture's a little off on the racetrack.
Wait, hold on. I just realized with that, his like headband, his forehead is so huge.
I know. Wait, that's so true. That headband makes his forehead look so much tinier.
Dude.
Bro's got the giga head.
Apollo has competition.
Bro's got a 6 head.
Her forehead.
Hair, goddamn.
Her fucking 6 head. Again, his eyelashes are very pretty. Conjectures rebuttal.
Now you're just spouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time. You don't have a single reason to suspect me. That was weak.
So he intends to claim his innocence to the end, does he?
I'm as pure and innocent as my jacket. And Miss Bird is as dirty and guilty as the jacket she wears.
My jacket's not dirty. I'll have you know. I just watched it yesterday.
Cue Gumshoe joke?
Please calm down, for I intend to show who is the one who's truly covered in slime here.
Bars. Edgeworth is so
Megamon has
smart with his words.
competition. I'm starting to watch right now, so I'll watch the VOD, but have fun, guys. Thanks, Leah. Thanks for following.
Bye,
Bye.
Leah. I love you, Leah.
Enjoy your rest.
Goodbye.
All right, rebuttal. Let's go. Unless you want to read it again, if you want to be silly.
Alright, it's okay. Conjectures rebuttal.
Hold it!
Nonsense, you say?
Yes, because I'm telling the truth here. The girl opened my office door.
Using the master key, of course.
Sure, you have a problem with that? That is what the master key is for, right?
Perhaps you should place it in an elaborate labyrinth of some sort for people like you.
That
Hold it!
was in my room the entire time.
And what were you doing in your office?
I was doing my usual training regimen.
Training regimen? Were you going through your law books from start to finish?
Mainly batting practice and some weights, and I jog when I get the chance.
Wow, you must be the buffest prosecutor we have.
With the weakest legal muscles, it would seem.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god.
I was doing my usual workout, so you have a single reason to suspect me.
Hold it!
I think I've given you quite a few reasons, actually.
Objection!
But none of those things would stand up on their own.
Objection!
And then what about all the evidence?
Objection!
It's all circumstantial. No judge would convict on such flimsy evidence.
Seems to be trembling a little. One more little push. All I have to do is find the flaw in his testimony.
All right, I think I know what it is. Do I? Do I know what it is? Oh shit. I'd actually read the note. Note left by victim. I bought 3 pieces of evidence by, just like we talked about on the phone, but it looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch up to you later.
But I literally crashed the entire thing.
You
So
crashed
now I
your
can't
clip?
see anything. All I can see is Clip Studio. I'm okay.
You okay?
Yeah, Sarky.
Wait, hold on. I'm stupid. I'm jumping too far. Miss Bird says she unlocked this door, but her prints were not found on the doorknob.
Objection!
Sorry, my brain went too far.
I had your door dusted for prints.
My door? What for? Come on, I bet you didn't find anything. You sure are good at wasting time.
You're right. I didn't find anything. And definitely not Miss Bird's fingerprints.
Her prints? What do they have to do with anything?
Let's put it this way. If she really
Oh, this
was
is
the
being
one
rusted.
who opened your door, then her print should naturally be on the doorknob she touched.
It's that. Wait, hold on. I need a jam out. Shut up. Everyone should. I don't know how I feel about this new variation of it, but it's fine. Whatever. Keep going. So then you get to like the juicy part faster.
All right. Ah!
Further,
Never mind. The juicy part's here already. Yeah.
all the prints on my office door's knob have been wiped clean off. I can only assume it's because Miss Bird's fingerprints were on it.
Objection!
I love this song.
But it doesn't change the fact that I was in my room the entire time.
Is that really a fact, or was it fiction?
Hey, would I lie to you?
I have here proof that you were not in your room the entire time as you claim.
Take that!
This is a note that the victim left for you, Mr. Portsman.
A note?
It was left under your door. Or did you not notice? And right here it says, but you're out. You were not in your room when the victim came to call on you. So then, where were you and what were you doing?
Ah!
Don't you think it's time you gave up your little charade? We all know you stole into my office with the intent of stealing something from me. Detective Faith found you out. Possibly because he heard sounds coming from a room whose occupant was on leave. Mr. Portsman, you killed Mr. Faith to silence him. And I had the misfortune to return when I did. You had to threaten me as you escaped. As I said, you had the gun to my back. No one gets away with committing murder in my office.
And just what's so funny, pal?
Well, that look of stiff serious on the face of this office's finest prosecutor. As he makes a huge mistake in accusing me is simply too much to bear. There's just nothing else like it in the world.
What?
Oh.
Mr. Edgeworth just explained it all, and he even backed it up. You're the murderer. Stop trying to be slippery and admit it to the crime already.
And as I said earlier, it's all so circumstantial, so full of conjecture. You say you checked my doorknob for prints. Well, I can readily confess that I had wiped that doorknob down well. I'm a little obsessive compulsive, you see? I didn't want to touch a doorknob that you had touched. Which is why I wiped the knob down as soon as I could after you opened the door. After that, it makes perfect sense that only Jim and my own prints would be on there.
You made that up just now, didn't you?
Furthermore, as for the note Jim left for me, do you know exactly when that was? For all we know, he could have left it there before I arrived at the office. Like early evening, for example.
Are you saying you failed to notice a door in your doorway?
Hey, even geniuses fail at times. I was probably too preoccupied by work-related matters, although that's no excuse.
No, that's just a flat-out lie. There's no need. There's no way you didn't notice a note that size.
Ah, but you can't prove that, can you?
Say something, Mr. Edgeworth. Back me up here, sir.
No, Portsman makes a good point. I can't prove that he didn't simply overlook it.
Besides, I have an airtight alibi.
Airtight, you say?
Only just realized I had one as we were talking. I guess it would have been better for all of us if I had told you sooner. Going back into it.
Sorry, I'm thinking. I do prefer the original. Whatever that theme is. But
I can switch
Still
it if you
nice.
want.
no, it's okay. I'll show you the original later.
Alright.
I just think it sounds, I guess, more in theme, if that makes sense.
I can understand that.
Portsman's alibi. Like it feels too sparkly in this. I don't know how to explain.
I can see that. If memory serves, you came back to this office at around 2 a.m., correct? And it was then that you had that unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. But at that exact time, I was down in criminal affairs. Ask around. I'm sure the other detectives will corroborate my story. It's the perfect alibi.
Do you really think it's that perfect?
Like I said, I don't care. Ask around all you like. You'll see for yourself.
Detective Gumshoe.
Sir, yes, sir. I'll go check out his alibi, sir. Be right back. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, I think we're in trouble. It's just like Mr. Portsman said. The guys down in the criminal affairs said they saw him around 2 a.m.
You see?
All of this evidence points to him being the culprit. There must be a contradictory point in his alibi somewhere.
Rebuttal. That effect is so sick. Shing. All right, let's go.
Hold it!
You are correct. It was around 2 a.m.
Are you sure? It's really important to me that you're spot on with the time.
I remember checking my watch then and making no mistake. It was 2.
No, giving testimony like a pro. Okay, so you came back to your office at 2. Was then that you had the unfortunate confrontation come with the culprits.
Hold it!
It is as you say. However,
Yes, however, you are the only one who claims to have bumped into the culprit. So tell me, did you see the person's face? Was it me who you saw?
it was pitch black, so I couldn't actually see.
Objection!
Oh, come now. I'm sure you saw something. Try a little harder, why don't you?
I'm beginning to feel like I'm the one being interrogated here.
Oh well, it doesn't matter if you remember or not. It only matters that you ran into the culprit. And at exactly that time, I was down in criminal affairs.
Hold it!
I just remembered what it is. Okay.
So you paid the criminal affairs department a visit.
Yep, right after I left the prosecutor's building, I headed straight for the precinct. Ask around, I'm sure the other detectives will corroborate my story. It's the perfect alibi.
Hold it!
Well, we did go around and ask to confirm your testimony.
And it was just as I said, right?
Yes, sir. A number of detectives said that they saw you at around that time.
See? I have the perfect alibi. That's the ace I had up my sleeve.
Impossible. He actually does have the perfect alibi.
What's wrong? Why the sudden sullen look on your face?
Can you say anything back, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we reached the end of the line. Time to get off this crazy train. You there,
Oh, that's so weird.
sir. Please escort the young lady out. But remember,
Hold on.
be gentle. Go
Hold
ahead.
on. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I hover over Discord while being on a different tab, the colors of the game change for me.
That's such a weird bug. Huh.
Hold on. I took a picture so I can send it to you.
Maggey!
That's you, Pookie.
Detective Gumshoe!
Oh, look. I do shift a little bit.
It's more noticeable, like, when I'm looking at it, but, like...
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, my shoulder.
Is there nothing I can do? There must be a way to turn the situation around. If only I had a clue. Did I miss something that can help me cast doubt on his alibi?
Mr. Portsman's alibi. The intruder I met could not have been Portsman. Then who could it have been?
I need to calmly think this through one more time, and with logic.
Oh, these are both good.
Think about it. There's only one logical solution here. Think of your evidence.
I think it has to be the handgun. Right? And there's only two possibilities, but
Explain to me why it could be the handgun.
because we know that the gun we have in our possession has only been fired once. And Edgeworth doesn't recall anything. What is it called? If Edgeworth did, he would recall the gun being dropped. So that means the gun that we found on the floor is the gun that killed, Buddy. Buddy Faith, is that his name? That killed Faith, right? So the other gun was in possession of the person who confronted him in the room. That's what I'm
your
thinking.
reasoning?
Yeah.
Do you think your reasoning is sound and logic?
I think so. There were 2 bullets left at the scene of the crime. One that robbed Mr. Faith of his life. And one that nearly robbed me of my jacket.
So funny.
However, the murder weapon only shows signs of being fired once, meaning that it is entirely possible that a second gun was used in my office tonight. But seeing as how the killer had to steal Mr. Faith's gun, I doubt the killer had another gun up their sleeve. Therefore, the second gun could have been the property of an entirely different person, which could mean that there was another person who paid a visit to my office tonight.
Another visitor. Maybe the victim and his killer weren't the only visitors to my office tonight. Doingus.
Supposing there was yet another visitor tonight, that would also resolve the issue of why my shelves were upended twice. We know that the shelves were disturbed once before and once after the murder, so it shouldn't be much of a stretch to think that it was the work of 2 different people. Once by the person who stole the victim's gun, and then killed him with it. And once again, after the murder by our second culprit, who was the owner of the second gun. We suppose that the second culprit's gun was the one that was pointed at my back.
Oh, he hit that shit.
I like the little wind up before the animation.
That was so cool.
Final frame. There's
Mr.
like some
Portsman.
wind up. Ugh, he's
It's so
hot.
good. That was so good.
Mr. Portsman, it seems that I need to amend my assumptions regarding this case.
Great. So you finally come to your senses. That's you.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Sir, what are you saying?
This has been a big misunderstanding on my part from the start. I'd assumed that the person I had ran into was the killer, but that may not be the case.
What do you mean?
The person I ran into was just your average thief.
A thief? But, sir, doesn't that cause some sort of contradiction in the facts?
Not at all. It simply means that the killer was someone else. And it means that in actuality, 2 culprits stole into my office tonight.
But what do you mean to?
It explains both why my sleeves were disturbed twice.
My shelves, not my sleeves.
How my shelves were disturbed twice, and how there were 2 guns. Mr. Portman tricked Miss Bird and gained entry into my office.
It's new.
Now you're just leading the argument. You still don't have any actual proof, you know.
This is new, I'm pretty sure.
If you could please go along with my hypothetical scenario for now, Mr. Portsman.
This team is really good.
I don't know
the
if it's
end.
new or not. I don't remember it.
Really.
In the end, if
Only
you
because
really
I
are
played the
innocent,
game, like,
you should have
in-
nothing to worry about.
I played the game either muted or like in really, really low volume because I was in the car. But it's very... Hold on. I'm on the right tempo too, look at me.
Well, the percussion's gone. But when it comes back, you're like kind of on it. You're
I'm
like going
gonna
like
wait until
double the
wait
percussion.
until it's back.
Anyway,
Now then, returning to my scenario, Mr. Portsman was already out to steal something from me.
also I like it really funny that now Edgeworth's the one cutting him off.
Which is why he checked my secret safe and ransacked my shelves. This is the first time.
So then this will be when the files were put back in the wrong order, right?
Correct. And then just when he was about to look somewhere else, who should walk in but his own partner, Mr. Faith?
But why did Mr. Faith come into your room, sir?
He probably had business with Mr. Portsman, which is why he was in the area. But that's when he noticed sounds coming from my office would be my guess.
This is you, by the way.
Sorry, it's really good.
I know.
Oh, because you were supposed to be away, right?
And he must have thought it was odd, so he came into this office to check it out.
Correct. And as a detective, that was the right thing to do. When he came in,
I'm sorry, that's you.
Ah, no matter the game, it keeps happening.
Because this makes sense for him to say, but sorry.
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 But when he came in, he found his own partner standing there.
because it was Mr. Portsman. Mr. Faith probably let his guard down. Mr. Portsman was not so merciful to us to let him leave alive. Ugh. He waited for a chance and stole Mr. Faith's gun from him, and then blasted his ass. He
And
killed
he started
him.
blasting.
He silenced Mr. Faith for catching him in the act of stealing.
Oh my god, it's flying over the headband.
This was the moment in which the first shot was fired, the one that landed in my files. Following
Wait.
that, Mr. Portsman wiped the gun down and left it behind as he made his exit. He could afford to do that because he had also left a fake dying message behind.
Go ahead.
I think this theme is supposed to be like a more, I don't know if finale is the right word, but like
It's like a piecing
the
together
final
theme.
rebuttal,
Yeah.
right? It's like the other one. I wish
Yeah.
all Ace Attorney games had a final version for the final stretch.
Yeah. Well, that's what the Pursuit theme is, but
I
Hey.
know, but I wish they had like an extra final
Yeah,
for like
well, I
all the
guess-
other themes of the courtroom.
yeah. I wish the Pursuit theme had a more distinct variation because there is like they all have
It's like- it's like-
variations, but they're very small.
It's like the sick ass raincoat music. The
That's exactly what I
finale
was
for-
thinking,
Oh, it was so good. I
Anyway.
wish they had that.
You're such a complicated
I'm a
troublemaker,
jam.
you know that?
Well, if things were as simple as that, then all would be solved. However, there was yet another visitor to my room, and this is where it gets complicated.
There was another.
Visitor, sir.
Yes, and this other person's objective was also to steal something from me. Now then, even after Mr. Portsman left, the door to my office remained unlocked. However, this new visitor had no way of knowing that, and so they stole the master key from the security guard's room, and then entered my room and searched through my shelves. This was the second time they were disturbed. It seems the thief found their prize.
The stolen zero file, right, sir?
Correct. Only just as the thief was about to leave with the file, I appeared. The thief then threatened me with their own gun and made their escape. Second bullet was fired during that brief encounter.
So the shell's getting messed up twice and the two bullets. It was all because two different people were doing those things at two different times.
Precisely. So now do you see, Mr. Portsman? The person I met was just a thief, and was not in fact Mr. Faith's killer. Your alibi for the time frame in which I ran into the other person is now irrelevant. Because we now know that the murder took place during the first culprit's visit.
What's so funny, pal?
Absolutely splendid. Your scenario explains everything.
Of course it does. It's Mr. Edgeworth after all.
But you know, still doesn't change the fact that it's all circumstantial. Supposing if, and that's a big if, your theory is right. It would indeed render my alibi, which has withstood scrutiny, mind you, irrelevant. But there is still one defining point of your argument for which you have no evidence. Your supposition that I was the first visitor.
Mr. Edgeworth, you can't let him get away with that, sir.
But he has a point. I have absolutely no proof at this point.
Don't say that, sir.
He's got to be honest.
I don't believe this. Don't worry, Maggey. I'll do something if I must.
You know something? I find your attitude to be somewhat peculiar, Mr. Edgeworth. The person you met really was just a plain old thief. Why is it that person not your main suspect? That is, if your theory is correct.
I can think of one reason. Oh, Portsman's Alibi, Part 2.
Is this the Allegro?
I don't know the names of the themes.
Modera's the soft
heard...
one, and Allegro's the like more upbeat one in the usual Ace Attorney games. I don't know if it's
Also,
different
how do I
names.
explain this? I like the original because this has too many like celestial sounding noises through the keyboard. Like, do you hear it?
Yeah, I hear.
I feel like it suits if it was like for Franziska or something, but this is too celestial for Edgeworth. But then again, if you think about the fact that he loves the Seal Samurai, then it makes it really funny.
I think so too. Alright. I think you're into should be your real suspect, wouldn't you say?
Let me jump.
You should be out there looking for that thief right now. They might still be nearby. Hey, to repeat myself, as I've already said, I was training in my room. And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at criminal affairs. So I can't be expected to know what happened around here after I left.
So you think we should be out there looking for the thief?
Of course, now isn't the time to be having these dead-end discussions.
I don't think it's all dead-ended. I find your alibi to be fascinating.
That Steel Samurai statue must be so expensive. It's so huge and detailed.
True.
Let's continue where we left off, shall we?
Assuming it's not made out of plastic.
Even if it is.
I know he's lying. I know he was here at the scene of the crime. Just have to find a way to prove it.
Rebuttal.
Da, da, da.
Actually, no, I wouldn't.
Why not?
That's elementary. The dying message, of course. Mr. Fate's killer very clearly left those letters on the spines of those files. And it was after they were on there that the thief stole one of them.
You mean the Zero files, right?
That's how we also know that the letters themselves were a setup, and not from Mr. Faith. The thief was the killer. Do you think they would try to undermine themselves?
Maybe the killer just didn't think of that either. Yes, that must be it. Maybe, just maybe? I'll see you live about thief right now. Then it's over here.
Hold it!
Once escaped, I highly doubt a thief would linger nearby.
Well, you never know. Maybe they didn't get what they were really after.
Oh, you talk like you know quite a bit about this thief.
It's nothing like that. I have no idea about anything after all. I had to repeat myself, but as I already said, I was training my room.
Hold it!
But according to Mr. Faith's note,
Hold on, I thought we already cleared that up. Didn't we say that Jim left that note for me in the early evening? You have proof that he left it at a different time, say, just before he was murdered.
I don't have any note.
You see? So I insist again that I was in my office the entire time. And there was some evidence to me, I was down at the criminal affairs.
Hold it!
Why didn't you go there with Mr. Faith?
That's because he said he was tired and was going to take a quick nap. You know those sofas in the hallway? He likes to sleep on those. It's one of his habits.
And what of the evidence he brought?
Everything's related to yesterday's case. Just 2 items, a gun and a pendant.
Interesting. This piece of testimony seems too crucial to let slip through the cracks.
Okay.
Hold it!
A gun and a pendant.
Yes, this gun, which was the murder weapon. And this pendant, which belonged to the victim.
Why were you taking them to criminal affairs?
There was something in the past case file I wanted to compare these two to. But all these has nothing to do with this case right now. Anyway, I believe you'll find the long paper trail I left to be your satisfaction.
Is all matching up with what Detective Gumshoe found out.
I can't be expected to know what happened around here after I left.
Hold it!
Can't expect you to know, can I?
Nope. But I guess you expect me to take a guess based on logical deductions.
Oh, then let's see you deduce.
Jim waited for me to leave and then stole the master key. The purpose of sneaking into your room, of course. Then that's when Mrs. Bird caught him red-handed, and the murder occurred. So it was exactly as I had laid out earlier.
I know he's lying. I know he was there at the scene of the crime. I have to find a way to prove it.
All right, time to brain.
I could go for a hash brown right now.
All right, so
That's my magic.
all right, I was already training in my room. When Jim came down the response to me, I was down in criminal affairs. Brought 2 items, a gun and a pendant that are related to yesterday's case. So I can't be excited to know what happened around here after.
Da, 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 da. Come on, you got this. You're so close.
Only 2 pieces. I believe the proper phrase here is, you fail.
Excuse me?
You fail as a prosecutor, Mr. Portsman, as you intend to keep evidence hidden from me.
What are you talking about? I haven't hidden anything from you.
Well, here's a piece that I think you should read. Carefully.
This is you.
It says that Mr. Fave was bringing 3 pieces.
Yes, and this is the victim's real dying message to you, Mr. Portsman.
I can't believe
Time to jam.
he got tripped up by simple arithmetic.
Where is the missing piece of evidence?
It's...
You have it, don't you? Only the guilty would make such a face. Detective Gumshoe!
You don't have to say it, sir. I'll pat the guy down from head to toe.
Don't come any closer. I'm warning you.
It's all part of the investigation, pal. So don't even think about stopping me.
No!
Hey, what's this? He had this on him, sir.
Yo!
What is this? Damn.
Despite what you said, it would appear that you do have something to hide.
It sounds like a different version of like one of the original trilogy's themes, but I can't remember which one.
But
Right?
why would he hide something like that?
Right?
I think so. Or maybe that's just a theme I heard earlier, but it sounds slightly different now.
I don't know that part specifically. I can't remember which.
This theme is so good, though.
It really is. I really like this theme too.
There's only one reason why anyone who would hide evidence of this caliber. Because it would unequivocally point to that person himself as the real killer. Let's examine this videotape in a little more detail, with a section of the tape that will drive the last nail into his coffin.
Well.
Oh my god, the KG8.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like the
I think I have to
KDA.
pick the right thing, so I can't just look at whatever I want.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm saying like, oh,
Ah, that's blood, isn't it?
Yes, and I believe this is what the good prosecutor was trying to hide from us. This blood is still fresh.
You mean this might be Detective Faith's blood?
No, you've got it all wrong. No amount of denial can save you. We have but to run a blood test to find the truth. You told us that you had received evidence from the victim earlier. Now you will tell us when and how did the victim's blood find its way onto this video.
Yeah, it's totally suspicious.
Was it at the moment of his death? Did Detective Faith have this videotape on his personage when you killed him?
You know very well there's no way to prove that.
I mean, if we were to examine this tape for fingerprints?
Ah!
If I had to take a guess, I'd say that the only ones on here would belong to the murderous you and Mr. Faith.
No, impossible. That facing fate is so funny.
I love his freak out animation. Of,
That-
like, It raining gold.
That's so funny.
It's so cool.
Go ahead and read it.
March 14th, 5:47 a.m. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. I also want to eat a gold medal.
Mr. Portsman has been placed under arrest for the murder of Detective Bunnyface, sir.
Why do so many people like eating objects on their neck?
What? I just like eating objects in general.
We have 2 who ate glass bottles and a guy who ate a gold medal. When is the gold medal made of chocolate? That'd be really cute.
I can't wait for Phoenix to start like an ASMR channel eating glass.
Very good.
And the results we got back from the lab techs on the tape turned out to be real solid, sir. The blood work came back and it was definitely Mr. Fate's blood on there. And as a bonus, they were also able to lift a few of Mr. Fate's fingerprints as well.
Thank you very much, Mr.
I love how they
Edgeworth.
keep her salute sound.
I still can't believe I got to see your cool deduction skills outside the courtroom. I'm impressed by beyond words, sir.
It was nothing. I'm just sorry you got caught up in a murder in my office. Please accept my apologies.
Oh, it was nothing, really. Compared to what I've been through, I mean. I consider myself lucky that it was only burglary and not a murder this time, sir.
And a murder.
And a murder. Sorry. If I had been a holdup on a hostage situation, I'd throw my hands up in the air
Oh, this face.
and shake them like I don't care. Care at all. I don't. Okay, I think I'm finally rising up from goddess of misfortune to just an unlucky person.
Something tells me we should have hired a different person for security detail.
Well,
You know something, sir? That Mr. Portsman really was one corrupt prosecutor.
Why would you say he was corrupt?
Well, I heard that there were a number of suspicious things related to his court cases. There's even rumors about how some of the evidence he uses is forged, sir.
Forged evidence, huh?
And they say he even decided not to prosecute a few cases for some really vague reasons.
Oh, that guy was a complete disgrace for the entire profession.
We never did get around to asking what his reason was for breaking into my office.
Yeah, whenever he got near that topic, he just clammed up.
Although we can be pretty certain it was to steal something.
This is between you and me, sir, but there's a rumor that some sort of huge organization is involved behind the scenes.
Oh, well, well. With Mr. Portsman not willing to divulge anything, it certainly lends credence to that rumor. It would seem that we haven't heard the last of this.
Then Mr. Portsman isn't the bad guy?
I didn't say that, but rather there are still many more mysteries for us to solve. For example, we still haven't figured out the significance of this piece of evidence.
This, I'm assuming? Or the secret safe?
I mean, the secret safe had nothing inside of it, so...
Well, I'm gonna go with this. I'm saying this doesn't really matter. But...
Woo!
What? Are you like...
What is it? I wonder what it is.
The person who stole this file, you're the villain of the night.
Yeah, I wonder who it was.
What happened to the stolen pages? I wonder, who in the world was it that held me up at gunpoint?
Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
Yes?
I came across this while processing your office earlier, sir.
This card!
What is it, sir? Is that a bird or something on there?
It's not just any bird. It's the mark of the raven. A three-legged raven. Even you should know what this is, Detective.
No, it's about that thing, isn't it? That great thief everyone's talking about.
Yes, it is the mark of the great thief, Yatagarasu.
Oh my god.
Persona!
Yeah, I was literally thinking this exact persona as soon as I saw it.
Because that's why I kept begging you to get the three-legged raven persona so bad. Because I was like, if it's an Ace Attorney ref, it's not. But like,
It's actually Ace Attorney referencing persona.
I was so excited when I saw it.
Under the mark of a legendary bird, the Yatagarasu is noble to the end. A modern Robin Hood.
I forgot I've explained this. to
Labeled
you.
mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appears and vanishes at will.
Why does it
Holy
look like,
shit, it's the
why
guy
does it
from
look like
Ghost
edgy
Trick.
Phoenix Wright?
Oh. Very different answers.
Though we don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. Yatakarasu likes to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. The theft is always performed in silence and always in perfection. Once a target is chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement is sent forth. Instead, the
Franziska should
chosen
learn from
corporation is
this.
infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found is sent out to the mass media, along with this single card. Although it has been a while since the Yatakarasu's last appearance.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, look, something's written on the back.
What? Let me see.
It's the location of where the thief put the stolen files.
The person who stole the contents of the file was the Yatakarasu. Yatakarasu. Organization. Quite a few key words are popping up in this mystery. The murder in my office. Return of the great thief, Yatakarasu. Looking back, I can't say I didn't see these events coming. For they were heralded by the incidents that began to occur 2 days ago.
So funny that 2 days ago, so much shit was already happening.
The end.
See, they're really short and sweet.
Short as in like 3.5 hours. Turnabout
Well, that's
visitor
because it took a
awarded.
bit. But like, when you play like on your own, it's like a 1 hour kind of deal. It's not long.
Well, yeah, but it
I
gets
played the-
exacerbated. by...
Like I played two chapters like fairly quick.
Well, it gets like exacerbated by the fact that we're reading out all the lines and we're looking at
I know,
every
I know,
optional
that's what I mean, when
dialogue,
you're playing it on
and
your
I'm
own.
stupid.
You're not stupid.
I know.
Done and dusted. We got this over with.
No, hold on.
I'm making
Can I-
Kristoff on Tomodachi Life.
Oh. We know that silhouette, baby.
I want her.
Oh, there's 5 chapters. Ew.
Yes.
Oh my god, Gumshoe
You
has his
asked
own.
me yesterday, and I was like, I'm not gonna answer that.
Oh no, don't do that. New items unlocked in the gallery. Hey, yo. You get a gallery?
Help.
Warning, this gallery section contains spoilers.
I like that it warns you.
I'm assuming these are the spoilers, so I shouldn't look at these. But I'm assuming the things that you unlock aren't spoilers, right?
Don't ask me.
Oh, I want to look at the
PS version.
accolades.
Yeah. 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 Woohoo. Yeah.
He's so hot.
I want to look at the. I'm so curious. I really hope it's not spoiled. Oh, we get the photos we see throughout the game.
That's so cool. You don't gotta take screenshots anymore.
Wait, actually, this is so fire for thumbnails. Except like, I won't need most of these.
Don't worry, I got you. Wink.
This is so cool.
I like the music for this area.
Yeah, this is pretty. The character compendium. We get to see all the. Oh, we get to see. There's sprites. Wait,
I think this is
Edgeworth
what they
in
mean
here?
by spoilers.
Oh, do some of these characters return?
I mean, he has sprites we haven't seen yet, so
Okay, so I won't look
I
at these too
think-
hard.
I don't know. Maybe he has.
But this will be fire if I
doesn't.
need a thumbnail of a specific character, because I can just pull them all up here. Like I can get like Maggey. So cute.
Sir, yes, sir.
Say yes, sir. This is so sick. I love this entire thing. I also like how the loading screen changes.
Yeah, it changes to the last location you were at.
Yeah, that's so sick.
I love it when games do that. I know Zero Time Dilemma does. One of my Tomodachi allergies are in love. Who is it? It's A-Set. No one cares about you, Iris. No one cares.
Anyway, while Mika's being silly, that is going to be the end of today's stream.
That's the end?
Yes, it's been 3.5
thought there-
hours.
I thought you were going to do another 30 minutes.
No, I want to do this section.
What?
Sorry.
Aw, you're so poo. And I'm not even on the
Sorry.
stream ending screen. You're even more poo.
Sorry, I forgot to put you on. There. Now you're huge. Why are
Ah!
you so big? Make you a little smaller. Why are you so huge? Holy shit.
I'm trying to dance it.
Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's stream. If you guys did enjoy it, drop a like down below. And this game seems to be really good. This game seems really, really good and really fun. I like this a lot. It's a little bit more difficult. But that's okay. I'll deal with it. Yeah, what?
She's in love with Edgeworth.
Ooh.
Iris. Aset. Are you serious?
Anyway, I'll be live again on Sunday for some more Splatoon action. We'll be live again next Friday for some more Miles Edgeworth investigations. I'm done talking now. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Bye!
I fucking love this game so much. It's such a good game.
Eureka!
I want Edgeworth so